Shalom, guys. Once again, I'm jumping in for the second time. I was actually just on not too long ago. And so if you missed the general reading, your family and your relatives are involved in some stuff where your finances are concerned. And we had grown adults that were acting like children in that reading all over the world. That's why the world war is at hand, right? Anyway, welcome back, guys, those of you who are part of this platform. I appreciate you all so very much. And if you are new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you, and I could get on my channel any old way. And I do what the Most High wants me to do. And I speak right out of a space of energy that sometimes will boil straight through me. I told this morning on the intro that I'm known for spitting on my camera against wicked types of energies. There's no reason for it to be in the earth, but it is. Okay? And so we look at like really heavy stuff that could be secretive around you. For a long time, I thought everything was cool in my life. I had no idea that there was murderer around me. And so I deal with that murderer still today. Still a fugitive. Still needing to be put in jail. Needs to be voted out of a place in Congress even, because I'm dealing with people that high up. I really am. So anyway, I'll be a voice for you. Nobody has a right to get on people's platform, act like they are somebody that they're not, and be willing to get in front of the masses of people and think that they can be some victorious thief and things like that. And a lot of people are dealing with people that are wanting to touch your things. And God says they die early for that. They don't understand the true karmic activity that God teaches his people in the earth, how things really are working. You take a bribe, you open a door of perversion karmically around your life, and you become a pervert. It's a fact. We have rights and freedoms from God first, before it ever hit down here and man said, no, I think I want to control that and be God. I look at a lot of energies against people that are in that kind of nonsense. Okay? And so the Most High speaks here. Without a shadow of a doubt, you will hear from the Most High God here. I fear him and revere him. And so give me just a second. I should have done this before I started the camera, but we'll let people get up in here. Eventually the timestamps will be on the channel. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll start with Aries here. So if you are an Aries or a cross watcher to an Aries, welcome in. Let's go ahead and get in here and see what the most... Normally I go ahead and pull these cards out for you, but I'm going to do them right here on camera. And God just miraculously speaks through these cards for overall energy. Show me Aries, Jehovah. What do they need to know? It says something black or someone black, or maybe it's a vehicle, some type of clothing, uniform, person, whatever that means for you. It's very prominent to you. Anything of the color black around you, it could be some type of object that you need to pay attention to, whatever it is, okay? That's your first card. Overall energy is out here with that. Let's get started. Show me Aries. What is this color black coming out for them? For positive and negative reasons out here. Can't have what's not yours is what I'm hearing. So if you're some thief, you cannot have it. You're out of order. There's lust out here around something going on with Aries energy. Was that the theme last week with you all? Something like that was going on with the marriage, or something's been coming out with that energy. There's lust out here. It says of any kind. Somebody could have seen something through a window with something lustful going on with Aries connections. It says greed by any means necessary. You got a wicked person out here, Aries, or that's you. This is an inconsiderate energy out here, the card says. Lust. Okay? And so anyway, show me Aries. What do they need to know? That's dangerous energy. It'll take your soul to hell. It really will. If you know anything about prophecy and where we're at right now in a timeline, you won't do what you're doing. Somebody's a swindler around you. God had, these are really old cards. I just need to go get new cards. But anyway, God had me write that the thief is caught. There's some swindler around you that's using lust, or somebody's seen something through a window with lust or greed or thief, and something black has either been thieved, or it is you're black and somebody's trying to do this to you, or it is that person, however it's going for any given person. Show me more information. But somebody's a swindler out here. Okay, we had the whore in the ditch and all that kind of stuff. A whoremonger was there. A professional person is out here around lustful energy. Okay, and they're known probably by a lot of people. This is a professional card, and this is like groups of people card. So somebody's known out here in this lustful nonsense. And so if this is your partner, then somebody's partners of any lighter skin ethnicity. And then you have the color black energy out here. Okay? So this could be your work partner as well. Somebody might be trying to make peace with you. If this is a same-sex nasty thing going on, then this is somebody, this has a meaning of somebody's sexuality. And so then you'd have a black man, a white man, and or white energy colored individual, whatever the ethnicity, and specifically then a black man would be out here. And that's gross. It's disgusting. They're a swindler. Or somebody same sex is just wanting, they're lusting after something greedy for gain of something if they're not homosexual. But that's really big in the hour that we live in. Where are my other cards at? Give me just a second. I just turned the camera on. Normally, I've already got everything laying out here. And so just, I guess we're going to get through the process together. Show me this energy for Aries. Some of you all are straight and somebody's around you lusting after you because they go that way. Their sexuality is there. You know this person because this Lily's card represents, look, these two people end up together again. This person could be, look, it's right up underneath this, let's make peace or something, or your partner is out here. And there is something interracial going on. Fine. For some of you all, that's really same sex. They're dressing up the opposite way for some people's case out here, just because we got lust of any kind out here. And it's the earth that we live in that is adulterous, and fornication and all that kind of stuff comes out all the time. These people may be known by a lot of people. They could sing. This is a concerts card as well, or somebody's meeting somewhere in a park possibly, or something's happened in a park around you, or going somewhere. They're trying to swindle somebody out here, or they did around Aries connections. Show me Aries. This is awesome. We had the vice president come out. We got Biden. We got the past showing up out here around something with this. Okay? Because they came out this morning as well. Or any kind of interracial. I think the vice president, his wife is of a darker skin ethnicity as well. People better check your families, because families was really big today. Your in-laws are involved in some stuff, and lust is coming out again with it. The letter A and the K and the A, aka somebody who you think they are. For Aries connections. Show me Aries. So they got secrets out here. It does say a love affair is out here. Something going on then. It's very lustful. Somebody's in it to be swindled. Look underneath that is looting, and somebody have entitlement to what's been swindled out here on something. Or somebody's going to, hopefully you'll get some justice on something on these stupid secrets. There's a love affair out here. It says somebody's keeping things inside, because it said this morning that somebody was cloaking themselves within that lust. A scripture about lust came out, and now somebody's cloaking themselves, and it's connected with your family or in-law or something. Okay? And somebody's wife was there involved in something. For some of y'all, there was a lost pregnancy out of an ordeal, whoever that person was. Somebody's not opening up, and because they're in these secrets, they're in illusions, or they're creating illusions because of their secrets out here. All right, let me see. What deck do you want to use most time? Why is this out here for Aries? uncover the secrets, because anything in the hidden will come out where God is concerned with us. Anything. I mean, if you're not confessing things towards God and forsaking things and finding his mercy for him to cover something, because you have confessed it, somebody's out here cloaking themselves because of something nasty that's out here going on. No. A dragon. A dragon can take you to whoredom, spiritually speaking. The whore was there. Okay? This could be somebody right out of your church, because God says that the end-day church is caught up in this stuff. This is... this, in the runes, the torch can say that there's going to be justice is going to be sure. Because somebody is going to get caught out here on whatever they're doing. This pentacle is coming out. For Aries. Somebody wants a new beginning out here. Or somebody thought something was a new beginning and they finding out this was just lust. I'm seeing the word secrets again under this lust card. It's here. Somebody got secrets around you. Or y'all got secrets around people. And there's money around you. And somebody is involved in your finances where your in-laws are connected with what this stuff is. Because we're still on today's date. This physical passion showing up out here with these connections. Show me more information. I'm seeing the word interference over here. After I had shuffled that deck, I thought I was going to use that deck and then realized that all my other cards weren't. And so after I got done shuffling, I set it to the side. It says interference. There is an interference out here. Show me more information for Aries. Better fix this if you're able to. Queen of Cups. Is she sweet? Is she? Or is she kind? Because being sweet and being kind are two different things. Because the devil's real sweet with temptation. If this person's upright, showing somebody's trying to use somebody, that don't be naive to something out here. Okay, they got some secrets card, secrets card, secrets card. For Aries connections. Somebody's got secrets where there's love affair situations going on. That wants to jump out as well. Okay, so that's basically what you need to know. Somebody around you has got secrets. They're lusting after things and people. And somebody's wanting a new start. But they're here for looting purposes. Okay? There is an excrement issue going on out here. You could have went to college dorms and rooms. Or somebody went to go get a room. To go lust in a very physical way. Okay? Anyway, it's your business. There's the government intelligence again. Well, somebody's been investigated for something out here. Or they are. This is your partner. Because this is your partner card. This is somebody that's professional out here. In this reading. So there's danger in the hidden space with this, folks. If you're thinking you're going to go get a room with a whore or something like that, or somebody sleeping with the enemy somewhere. China's out here attached to something. We had warfare stuff coming out this morning as well. But anyway, somebody got sex matters out here going on with Aries connections. What else is in the hidden space? This is admiration. Okay, well, something's an issue with a connection that somebody got all these secrets around. If somebody's investigated, or again, it is this government intelligence is doing something that's lustful and crazy around something. What else is hidden? But God's saying there's danger in the hidden space. You admire somebody that's, you don't even know who this person is. Somebody's caught up with somebody, you don't even know who you're dealing with out here. Anyway, happy in the reverse. So something is wrong because there's danger out here around your connection. The letter J, the A, the K, the J, the A is out here twice. The letter B and the T is also out here, with the High Priestess being out here. And so your home is an excrement issue with family and in-laws and that stuff. Okay? All right. Show me Aries. What do they need to know? Keep them safe. Truth set you free. 92. Anyway, there's a plot around this little relationship. It is for the money, honey. They got big secrets. It's nasty. They're greedy by all means necessary. They'll do whatever they want in their own mind for this pentacle around you. If you give into this lustful ditch energy that's out here, you're going to get cut. Your privy part could actually just come off, as gross as that may seem. We deal with kooks. We had Black Widow and Black Widower energy yesterday come out around some stuff. Okay, so there's plots going on around this little relationship out here. Somebody's fixing to go get themselves a room, and then God can tell you you don't understand. You're fixing to die in it, because he tells you you're led astray to a slaughter with the whore. Dangerous. Bloodshed is out here. It is out here. Somebody legal is also out here. It's a legal rune. It's right here. There's a nuclear bomb underneath that again. Something very explosive going on, folks. And there's 92 again, which also can take you to a nuclear energy. We've talked about it on the platform before, so it's showing up on my screen. It's this huge. So anyway, but there's going to be justice for something out here. But somebody got secrets. This is bloodshed, murder, something out here going on. It's very dangerous. You're being warned. So if you are in some type of temptation with what's out here, you really need to run to God. I'm feeling like something's really hard to talk about here, because this is big stuff. Show me more information. If you're new, I just feel the energy, so I just express from that space. Sometimes I do have a hard time speaking, and I feel that way here because this is big energy to have to express or confess or something like that. Okay, it's safe for somebody out here to love, and so if somebody else is making a danger because they're jealous of something with the matter, you interpret it. Or if it is safe for you to love, it might be not safe for the other person to love, because married energy came out for some of your cases. Somebody might really be married, and even though it's safe for you to love, it's not. Somebody got secrets out here around something. Just find out who's around you. Paperwork situations are out here. Physical paperworks and contracts. Lust, greed, by any means necessary. Somebody's inconsiderate about this with you. Okay? There's a crime going on. There's a dog pack sniffing an area out. There's murder out here. Somebody's being warned. If you give into this, I guess people are going to sniff out a crime that's around it that I guess you'll end up dying in it. What a strange energy to be talking to like that. But there's a warning out here with this. A kidnap is around something. Okay, if this child trafficking stuff out here, they got secrets. Those people are nasty with kids in a lustful way as well. God's been really calling out for the kids. They're doing something on purpose. They know what they're doing, folks. They're a swindler. There's a con artist around Aries connections. Okay? All right. So those letters came out. And that's your message. There's a warning. So who is, your overall energy was black. And someone black did come out. So if you are upright, whoever this person is that's professional, either investigating something around you that's already happened, whether you're the positive or negative person, or they're involved in it with this individual somehow with some kidnapping, murderous, lustful something that's going on. Okay? Good luck to you. May God be with you. And that force alone be with you. They don't give a rip about what they're trying to do in your finances to get into your paperwork and things like that. Please don't let somebody use your cell phone is also what I'm hearing. As somebody one time used my cell phone. I was so naive about it. And I would do some texting. And all of a sudden, it's just like when I go back to read the receipt of the texting, it was as if I was the one receiving that text from my own I don't know what the person did. They flip-flopped something in a very creative way. So people need to watch your phones and stuff, because you may be saying something, but they try to flip something out around on you saying something that's untrue. I've learned a lot about my own cell phone with the hacker and stuff that I have dealt with. And you may have, those of you who follow me in the past, you may have gotten some type of communication from me that I ain't ever even talked to you. I know that for a fact, because last year when I was freezing in my vehicle and nobody would help me because somebody was cruel to me because of the money that really rightfully belongs to me that I'm still fighting for, and they can't have it. I'm still here today to get in your face to say, you are going down. Still today, I still say you're going to jail. You are. But somebody had contacted me, and they were like, yeah, we talk all the time. And I was just like, I don't talk to nobody. It's the some people on even your platforms, they got people sitting here answering people, I guess, and questions and stuff. They ain't even really the person on the platform. And these people are going to stop this bullcrap. And these are people that are close to your family doing some nonsense out here. Especially those of you who got people that work in the government and stuff. They know how to manipulate crap. They've been doing it, and God is going to judge these folks. These monsters, they're monsters is what they really are. All right, let's go to the next house. All right. Taurus. Welcome in, or the cross watcher to Taurus. Hope that you all are doing well. Let's see what's going on with you all. Most High God, Jehovah Elohim. What does Taurus energy need to know? Oh, there's way too many. There's about 5 of them that came out. I'm not taking them. 5 is a conflict. 5 is 3 against 2. 2 against 3. However you want to look at. 5 is a change. Okay? It says, thou shalt not make idols. Okay? The Most High God says not to make any idols. And so you've got some type of a craftsman out here, or a mason could be found out here. Okay, but there's a violation to God's law out here. Somebody bows to golden images, and we got somebody in the occult that don't care about nothing but themselves. Show me taurine energy. You can do whatever you want. That's your business. But I'm trying to tell you, we are all up underneath words of the God of the universe. None of us escape anything. We can look at something that God says not to do this or that, and all of us could wrestle with how we feel about it. But bottom line, when we know it's God, we're all up underneath the same judgment of what takes place if we give in to something He says, thou shalt not do. I'm not saying it. God's saying it to all of us. Somebody paranoid out here. Anyway, we don't walk in fear. Somebody does, because they got secrets. There's the lust again. It's too many, but it wanted to show itself because it is here. And there's the secrets. It came out with secrets. Somebody got lustful secrets today. Somebody using magic, that magic keeps coming out on the platform, to try to get something that they want. Thinking that a molten image is going to... You're talking to a demon. You're talking to a demon. Think a demon's going to give you something? This is not a victory. This is supposed to be a victory card. It came out in the reverse. There's all kinds of money and stuff out here of this bag, because greed is on that lust card. Okay? Somebody serves the god of money out here. They're crooked, and they're wicked at their core. Money ain't going to save you. Righteousness saves us. Something huge is going to take place just like that. With somebody who's in this energy, I'm telling you what God tells us karmically happens. Something just... When God gives you a chance to make something right, when you and I know that we should and we don't do it, He shuts the door, and then you're not going to know the time when God just springs up on you suddenly, some type of big fat judgment. He says you'll cry out and you'll cry out and you'll cry out, but I'm not going to hear you because you didn't have no wisdom on the inside of you. Somebody's got secrets out here, and they're very lustful and greedy and nasty. It's somebody's dealing with somebody in the occult for fraudulent. If the fraud rune came out today, all this money's falling out of the bag in the reverse. Somebody is a loser in what they do out here, but they think that's how they win, is through all this lust nonsense. Show me taurine energy. Somebody's twisted out here. Crossroads. So the plots rune just came out in the Aries. This is being at a crossroad. I will say, and I never had heard it before, except maybe 2 months ago, I ran across somebody who was talking about the word crossroads inside the occult. It's some type of ritual that they do, and a sacrifice, I guess, called a crossroads. Okay? It is showing something out here with this molten image crap that's going on. But this is plotting things. This is also, how do I escape and how do I get out of something? You ain't going to get out of something out here. Truth sets you free. Somebody's like full of anxiety out here with these secrets. Okay? This is a thievery card. The other thievery card was just in the Aries reading out of the other deck. Somebody's a swindler somewhere. Show me Taurus. The letter Q is on that card. Show me Taurine energy. The number 22, you could be 22 years old. Or a number 4, or something that breaks down to the number 4. The 4 is the door. It's also a headship energy that can be pulled out. It's also foundational energy with the number 22 and 4. Somebody could have a 22 gun. Also showing itself out here. Tethering. This is doing stuff on our internet stuff. Okay, because we got government intelligence and stuff like that, and people alterating and tickling the wires and using tethering is what's going on. Okay, I was just talking about what somebody did on my electronics for messaging somebody and how it was coming back to me like I was the one that received the message of what I just texted and stuff like that. We got people doing really nasty things out here to try to flip things around in a really nasty way for all this fraudulent money out here. FBI jumped. Yes, because the government intelligence has come out twice today. They are here. Okay, and there's the in-laws, or your in-law works for the FBI, and they've done some crap. There's perception out here on some things going on. Somebody knows some stuff. Showed so in the general reading today as well. Some of y'all, there's just some type of a connection out here with your in-laws with the FBI, and they've either shook hands and do something because they had a connection somehow, or they are being investigated on this lustful, nasty, kooky energy where somebody's plotted some crap around you, or whoever's who. Show me Taurus. You're going to flipping jail, fool. You'll hold us, send Archangel Michael to fight for us today. This nonsense is going on in your earth realm. You're going to destroy lands because of it, because of what headship is doing, if they don't take care of this in an upright way. So we do have somebody listening to stuff at work, okay? If they're on the line about what's being said. 8 Wands is behind the person holding the 9th wand. 8 Wands is secret communication. The 8th house is out here. There's the FBI, okay? Something with your in-laws, again, is out here with whatever's been plotted around a lustful nonsense. Somebody can work with this person, but whatever they're working on, somebody is listening to communication out here. Okay? Somebody works for the FBI. I guess it could be a bald-headed person out here being called out, whether you're upright or not, or you're the person upright or not. Anyway, show me Taurus. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows about some wounding that's also gone out here by this inconsiderate, lustful greed, or you're fixing to learn about it. Whatever timeline and this energy that you're in, we got headship around you. Something out of this will catch wind in an upright way for somebody who is in a position to bend freaks that might be intertwined in something that they shouldn't be inside these energies dirty. God will bring a judgment out on something. There's fraud going on out here. Okay, this is uninspiring, or you don't need to be inspired. This just came out inside of the Aries reading as well. Something's wrong because this victory card is also in the reverse. Somebody losing something. There it is again. This ends up being at the bottom of the deck. They both were there. It's all for that money though. There's backwards sex nonsense is going on out here with the whore. But somebody's going to get caught. Somebody knows something out here. Somebody's trying to figure out how do I escape something. They know somebody is also watching them. So now somebody's like, I'm not going to get into this. There's the Fool and the Wheel. Something is changing around Taurine energy. Show me some words. What do they need to do? Somebody's married out here. That's exactly what it was showing today. And it does show somebody saying no out here with this coming. Good for you. Good for you. Because that's in the reverse. This is like, yeah, I'm inspired by you. Let's go. And you're going to end up getting burned. Somebody has secrets within this and what they do. And if you're uninspired and you're saying no, good for you. Because you are married, then you're good. a thrift store connection, or that's a location somewhere, and something about a shielding, being shielded. Okay, and somebody does need to be shielded. Nothing is too difficult for Jehovah. If you already know that somebody's tapping in for money and tethering on electronics because they're lustful and greedy, God's going to make sure he's going to flip something out for you for the better. Somebody can go to jail in this matter. Obviously, your in-laws are out here involved in some stuff with this money today. In the hidden space, there's flattery trying to go on. We have the word no, or you're being told to tell this person no. They need to be cuffed. Hopefully, they're going up against somebody who is upright in law enforcement, and they're appalled by it and fixing to take their cuff out and cuff them and get them in jail off the street for this crap. So there is flattery, and God says, I will cut all flattering lips off. Go ahead and open your mouth, you ditch. Somebody's not enlightened here about something. Okay, well, obviously the users aren't, and studying, they're not studied here. Or you are dealing with somebody you go to college or school with, because dorms and rooms were there, and I said you could have went to college with this person for some type of a clue with the Aries connection. So with the word studying coming here, this could be somebody that you went to school with, involved in some marital situation. If the thrift store is just somebody, there's a cross-dresser somewhere, because I actually could take that energy back to the Aries energy. It was showing itself there. Somebody's sexuality is around something, so somebody may dress a certain type of a way as well. Whatever that is, somebody's not enlightened, and you need to open your eyes, because some people ain't who you think they are. Get raped in a connection out here. Is somebody saying that they're one gender or not, and for whatever reason, that unisex energy, some people you can't tell if they're male or female. Okay? And somebody get up in here, and this energy has come out so often on the platform, and some man thinking that he's with a woman, and they ain't enlightened, and you get behind the door and they're really a man, you're going to get screwed hard. And it's going to hurt. And these secrets, if that happened to somebody, then somebody's like, they're just like, they got secrets. Because it was really strong showing up in the Aries connection reading. We got wicked people, folks, doing wicked things out here around something. Somebody with red hair is being called out. That red hair comes out all the time. This is a true statement. Something about having a forgiveness, or you need to release something, do some inner work, let God heal you if this was past energy, and let it go. And somebody says, I long to know you. Now, if we want to look at spiritual energy with same-sex attacking people that way, those words can trace back to that type of energy. Okay? So just to confirm something, God is confirming, because we got lust out here. By any means, it says. Where greed is concerned, all this person cares about is this pentacle, this money, this thing that they think they're a big shot in that really belongs to you. Somebody coming back and you gave a truthful statement of a forgiveness, but somebody else is, I don't know, in hellfire danger. If they don't forgive, they won't forgive. If this is just something that's taking place and somebody really is trying to get their life together as well. You don't have to let them in your life, but you do have to forgive and release something to God out here. For those of you who need to release a forgiveness of something, if somebody is trying to find God and get on the correct path. We want people to be saved, not to be damned to hell. But some people are going to be damned to hell. A lot of people are, actually. Got 3 letters that came up for you. Your friend is involved in something that's going on. Okay? And this is about increase in promotion, and it's all because of lust. All this money is fraudulent to somebody. Okay, or something's happened with your friend, whether you're loyal or not. Increase in promotion, a friend, a horse connection could be out here. The E, the W, and an M came out. And bloodshed is around this. This also was in the Aries reading. So there is danger somewhere, because the sickle was in the hidden space. Somebody's in danger somewhere. Or the authorities know it. And they're secretly around people. They know it is connected with your in-law and your family. Somebody can go to jail. Okay? There will be justice or something. The MD is out here. Okay? And so your doctor connection, the hospital came out today. Maybe you're studying to be an MD. It's a clue to something. Somebody married around all this energy, and red hair is a connection to something. This is eternity. We got bloodshed around somebody today. It's dangerous. This person's dangerous. This is a radical change. It's also a maximum protection. Somebody needs to be maximally protected, because God says if you break a hedge, you make a breach, a snake is going to come get you. And in the Sagittarius reading, snakes were everywhere in that reading. Pictures of snakes were showing up. And that scripture about the snaky energy was there. So there's danger out here if you don't do something God's way. God's always on his side, on our side, to shield us, but somebody wouldn't be shielded. This is a maximum protection. Somebody will go to maximum protection. This is the Y or the R. Okay, Jehovah's going to take vengeance. The M and the D, the E, the W also came out, and the Q for Taurine connections, positive or negative. First, middle, last name, place of business, whatever. You sit with it and let God speak to you about it. But somebody's married out here and somebody needs to say absolutely not no. And somebody's trying to use lust for this connection to get some money out here. It's fraudulent. They're filthy. Somebody thinks they can use sex for and get anything that they want. And that's such a nasty, disgusting individual. There's the devil. Wow. Go to hell, devil. Stupidness. All right, Gemini connections, welcome in, or the cross watcher. I hope that you are doing well today. Let's see what's going on with you all. Let me take your overall energy card here. Jehovah, what does Gemini need to know and understand? What's going on with them? What do they need to know? Pick through my hands. It says that the hand of Jehovah, the Most High God, his hand shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation will be known towards his enemy. And so if you either are on God's side, you're going to know it all day long, and so is the enemy, because his indignation's all day long going to be against them, whoever they are, okay, in a situation. That's your overall energy. Somebody's name could be Isaiah, okay, or prophecy energy is out here with Isaiah. Show me Gemini energies. Show me Gemini. Remember, God says he gets up in his enemy's face. I wouldn't want to be an enemy of God. Wait, look, wow. Psh. Lust today is a great big theme. What's underneath that? Healing. If you are healing from being a lustful individual and God's going to, do something inside of you, great. Or somebody is also possibly trying to come and say, I want to heal with you, but it's all for lustful sake. Somebody's married out of the mix of something out here. Or they were. Hopefully you're healing something and God's setting you free. But there's lust out here, folks, around people. Show me Gemini. And then, again, if you're going to operate in that lust, God says you're going to see his indignation on you. Reuniting, a reunion is here. Okay, well, anyway, somebody's lustful for some of your cases. They just want to heal this for sex or the money or the greed or whatever the connection is with you. Show me Gemini. What else about this, Most High? I'm hearing, what's that song? Let's Stay Together. Who sings that? I think Al Green sings that. Somebody's reuniting. Let's stay together. If this somebody sparking back up a affair that's already been broken off, boy, you got hellfire damnation coming on that matter. Anyway, somebody's illuminated. Somebody needs to stay in faith in some matter out here. Now, if this is past energy and you're wanting to heal something and you are really healing and laying down some lustful, nasty thing out here, and you're illuminated by God, then faith is out here. You will be able to quench every fiery dart of the enemy to heal something. Okay? Otherwise, if it's just one-sided, folks, may God allow you to be illuminated in somebody's little trickery out here on you. That's ridiculous. There's confessions on that card, it says. That's good. Having to have faith to confess something out here. Somebody's wishing, hoping, praying, the card says. Wanting to reveal truth. That's good. Or somebody knows about this lustful thing that's going on and somebody's coming towards you to expose somebody that's around you doing something. If that's you, may God be with you. Gemini has a wish or something about having a wish fulfillment. Obviously, if that's in the reverse, you're dealing with the narcissist. We seen the narcissist yesterday. Getting into unity with something. They're coming back to do something with it. Okay? Something's going to change for positive and or negative purposes with the wheel at a specific timing. Communication is out here. FBI just came out. Government intelligence also came out in the Aries and the Taurus connection reading. This is somebody that's either upright and very skilled, going to do something positive to produce a healing, or somebody's manipulating you because they're full of lust and something's happened between you and they want you to think, I want to heal with you. For any given person, it's up to you to be exercised spiritually. It is for us to know judgment in the earth. And so whoever's coming back around to get in this unity, that's my wish. There's fortune out here. Or there's some type of ditch out here that's stubborn on something. Witchcraft in the reverse of that nonsense. Somebody was in it in the Taurus reading. They have molten images. Doing something with molten images there. I forgot to take from this deck. Show me Gemini. Whatever, there's mutable energy out here. Something's changing with you. And you all are also a mutable energy. It shows the whole axis here. Something with somebody's will axis could be something wrong with it as well. Some type of a professional energy is out here. Foreign people, foreign places are showing up. But you got the whole stick. Sagittarius and Gemini are the axis to one another. I feel like something's coming out in somebody's face, whatever that means. Show me Gemini. The key. Okay, well, so somebody wants access to something out here. They're greedy by any means, it says. So it's the root of evil. If somebody's root is evil out here, then they don't have no righteousness on them. Show me Gemini. So the arm of God came out. Those of you who are brand new, I show you down in the description box what God Almighty's name looks like in the tarot. And his first letter is the Yod, which is the arm. It's his arm, and it's the closed arm. And he tells us this about protection because something's fixing to go flying here. Somebody's exaggerating some stupid nonsense out here around some greedy, lustful crap. It's excrement to God. And all that's going to be flying on somebody. But the arm of God is out here. And he says if you belong to him, and you're his servant, his arm is going to be known towards us. Always. And he's going to punch somebody out that is not in his favor for something. A third party is out here around y'all. Okay, well, if you are in unity for a reunion and a healing, somebody else, for whatever reason why they're there in a lustful, greedy, nasty, inconsiderate way, they're doing something out here. Filthy. Okay? To crush something. There could be some type of, look, I hate to say this, but I have evidence of this stuff. That's why it's important you and I pray. Because God's with us all day long. We do what he says. Okay? If there is an IT worker on an app where there's traveling energy out here and somebody's done some crazy nonsense for money and greed, then there could be a crash involved in something out here. And somebody's manipulated things with vehicles. We talk about it on this platform as well. And there's danger out here because it said so in the Aries reading that sickle was there. There's danger for the wicked because it's the hour that the wicked's being removed. You reap what you sow, you mass murderer. Oh, I think it says crush. But in my spirit, there's a crash out here. Okay? A car could be crushed. If somebody thinks they have a crush on somebody, for some of you all, this party is married. Okay? Anyway, because the affair was there. It says, Jehovah says, you don't touch my anointed, you do my prophets no harm. Somebody's trying to touch somebody that belongs to God, and you're fixing to meet his arm. Oh, but you can't think straight because you're so crazy. You're fixing to go to hell, whoever this third party is. It says there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about you. And again, some of y'all have a third party around. That is a God-given connection. Some of you all are the crazy kook around somebody's connection doing stupid stuff, and you're fixing to get, I don't know, chewed up by God. Okay? There's the thief right there. Just showed up in the Taurus reading that swindler was there. You're an idiot. You're going to get your hands off of some stuff because your hands fixing to get chopped off by God. You're cursed. They're trying to flatter somebody out here. They're returning with sex to do it. It ain't that cute, fool. So the privileged lady is the only card that flipped up upright. There was a bunch of them that I put back in the deck. Some people are privileged and some people are not. Like it says, there's a division out here with the scripture coming out. They're in the hidden space. Okay? Thinking. You better think something going to eat your lunch if you don't. This is about being illuminated and standing in faith because somebody got some temptation coming out here on some crazy. That's going to change everything. Okay? Being concerned. You better be concerned. There's a community out here involved in something going on that's going to affect, or some headship is out here. Somebody's a thief, folks. Somebody's a flipping thief. And God says they're getting caught. You will not touch me or my brothers and sisters in the earth, all you freaking fools. Let me just establish it right here, right now. I am a servant of Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, and his hand is going to be known on my end because he is for me, not against me. All peoples who have stolen things from me, you're under a damnation. It's time for you to go to the pit of hell because you will not repent because your deeds are filthy and dirty, and God's going to smash and crash you and crush you all over the place because you're a snake. T. That's the truth. Have your tea party somewhere else. Look, Jehovah says, those who bless you, my people, I will bless them. But they who curse you, my people, I'm going to curse them. Somebody's fixing to know who they are with God out here. His hand's either going to be known towards you or against you. It's right here. Whoever the freak is on a third-party piece of nutcase trying to touch people belong to God. You can never do it. There's somebody who pops off at the mouth all the time. Let them pop off at their flipping mouth. Let them be met the same flipping way. Look, there's a devil around. Beware. Oh, we ain't afraid of the devil. Stop. Right now. Somebody's ate up with some nonsense. And God's fixing to get up in here and say, I'm done with this crap. You're caught for thieving. You have a hidden relationship around Gemini connections. There's a baby for some of you all involved in a matter that's come out of a situation. And it's also pre-telling you're going to get pregnant if you're doing something behind the scenes as a third party, being manipulative out here in some lustful, greedy way. This is luxury when it comes out because somebody's greedy for gain. Two X's could be involved in something. It looks like two X's, but it's the NG together. It's a construction worker, a worker rune as well. And somebody very skilled is out here doing something with that magician, producing something, okay, for positive and or negative purposes out here. That rune came out, also came out with the baby rune. There is a baby out here to confirm something. Or somebody fixing to get pregnant on this reunion. Somebody's married out here, folks. For some people's case, something's going on. Anyway, or somebody's done something to one of God's children and manipulated some crap in some stupid way because of lust matters and caused some stupid thing to go on out here. However the thing has come about, somebody, though, is fixing to get crushed by God. So this is a baby rune. It's also a joy rune as well. If you are happy about a pregnancy and you're pure, then congratulations to you. Somebody's friend is out here involved in this matter out here with this situation as a third party. Okay? Better be concerned if you're the party that's not upright. That you've done something stupid out here. The letter E, the W, or the M. This also just came out. I think it was the Taurus connection. This is a friend. This is about loyalty or not. And this is increase and promotion. Somebody just wants your money. They want your key to your house, or things that they can manipulate on your electronics or whatever it is. They're thieving. They're a devil, and God says to beware. Okay? Anyway, if there's horse connections, or this is a gambler that they need money to gamble because they're obsessed with something as well. Something like that's out here as well. Whoever this person is to you. Okay? That's what come out for Gemini connections. Those of you who are upright, God's got it under control. You just need to stand in faith. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. We condemn every tongue that has been risen up against us, because we have the privilege to do it. Thank you, Jehovah, for your promises. Jehovah, just protect. Trap those who are trying to trap. As soon as they make their move, smash down on them, because they're out of order with you in the earth realm. Had enough of it, folks. I've had enough of it. All right, Cancers. Welcome in. I hope that you are well today. Or the cross watcher. Show me Cancer connections, Jehovah. What's around them? What's going on? What do they need to lay aside? Every weight that so easily besets you is what I'm hearing. So just lay it down, man. Why there's an energy here. Somebody's just constantly in their mind, just constantly thinking about the same thing over and over, and it's eating them up. This energy is just, they're locked there. It's just eating them up in something. You better get rid of that. Show me Cancer. Why would you damn your own soul with whatever that thing is? I don't know. There's a birth certificate connected with something, or somebody's identity, or a baby situation just came out in the Gemini reading. Okay, so that's your overall energy, is this birth certificate. Okay, or I'm just seeing the X. Those X's just showed also really strong in the Gemini reading. So somebody's X might be trying to do something with paperwork came out. I think it was a Taurus reading. If somebody's done something, alterated something on birth certificate, or a birthright is here, or something like that. Somebody paranoid. You should be paranoid. You do some stuff like this. All because you're greedy. Somebody trying to get somebody's key to go in their house and do some crap out here. Or they did it. You're going to go to jail for it. The feminine in the reverse, the pregnancy is here. That baby just showed up. That's an illegitimate child somewhere. Or loss of a pregnancy around something. Something wrong with the pregnancy. Whatever this is. With her coming out in the reverse that way. Show me, okay, they're just jumping out. Traveling. Something's happened with somebody getting pregnant on a travel, or lost a baby, or... It's really big today, because God also brought the word lost pregnancy out. So, this is about having a harmonious change in something and going somewhere with that card. Also, that horse rune has come out twice. Somebody's on a horse here. Sorry about these cards are just old. Show me Cancer connections. Trapped. Somebody feels trapped with this baby situation. I guess they do. There is pain out here underneath that card. Well, anyway, there's the doctor underneath that. Well, somebody pregnant out here, or that doctor keeps coming out. The MD was there, bloodshed stuff and stuff. That's, abortion stuff. So anyway, somebody's stuck here. Mental prison is what the card says. They're locked down. This feminine in the reverse. Got something going on with their superficial for some of you all, with the Empress energy being in the reverse that way. They don't care about nothing but themselves in the reverse. Anyway, it is a feminine out here. Okay, a lighter skinned, any ethnicity that is a feminine attached to something going on with this other feminine, or for some of you, that's you. Some of you are upright, some of you are not. There's something about going somewhere with somebody here in this connection. This could be your in-law that's also showing up. Somebody's in-law did get pregnant with a family member today on the general. And so There's trapping energy out here. Or because of that information, they're trying to trap somebody because they don't want it out. There is something about a birth, though, out here with you. Show me Cancer. The letter A. Person, place, or a thing. First, middle, or last name. The letter G. Somebody could be from Georgia with the G and the A. That combination in another language represents somebody who's got high pride. They're backwards. Somebody think they're all that in a bag of chips with this feminine in the reverse. Maybe they are pregnant. They're just high prideful as well. But they in the reverse of something that's going on out here. Show me Cancer. There is travel out here, quick travel, quick communication, investigation, could be secret communication. Somebody is listening to that. Those 8 of Wands that are right here is what this person's listening to. He's got the 9th one having to press through because there's wounding out here around something. There's somebody's got real sharp energy out here on a decision. For some of you all, somebody's trying to be very, very creative in what they're trying to do out here, or a confusion is around somebody with this. Also, if this feminine, still showing me the same energy, is really a man, then that energy is out here. Because this goes back to confusion, and that the rainbow is here, and we're just hitting that real strong in the Aries connection. Or your ex, like I said, exes are involved in something. Because those X's just showed up real heavy in the Gemini. If that's a Gemini connection, it could be. Don't have to be at all. But there is a professional and FBI and stuff that's come out. And the 8th house is here. It goes back to that. If somebody's got a choice out here, if you think this is a harmonious change, or you did think it was a harmonious change, a consequence has come out of this travel situation out here. Or is going to. A birth is connected with this. Another 8. 88. Somebody gonna get a tower out here on something. This is stuck, going to jail. So anyway, you better choose correctly. You're also dealing with somebody who gets in bed and sleeps with bunches of people. This is a many suitors card. Somebody got many options and who they're doing what with and all that kind of nonsense. Somebody's listening to some things. You're gonna be trapped in a really bad way. If you choose wrong. Jail, to be precise. Show me what's in the hidden space. Poverty. They don't want to be in poverty. They're a thief, because a thief was just caught in the Gemini reading. And a death matter. Somebody poor could have died. Or they've been targeted to do something in a very creative way on a death matter. Showing up. Underneath this 8 of Swords just peeking out like this card, the law shows her, and the scales are uneven, and God's going to balance out some scales. But if that's in the reverse, there's been a bribe here somewhere around a death matter. Inheritances and things like that. Your house or your home or your in-law or whoever the crap wants your key to your house. An older gentleman is here. Okay? Well, something about the Empress would be older energy. It's backwards around something. Or that's your father, and there's the child right there. Or there's older people's gotten each other pregnant and still can get pregnant. If something's happened with that, then so be it. But your child's out here around something that's going on. The birth certificate is in the hidden space. If somebody's a fugitive and they're older and they've taken somebody's birth certificate and is using something with their identity, and this another confusing card is out here. They're trying to get the real person probably killed on something with that grave there. Somebody's soul is on the line out here that wants to be. Yeah, well, it is, folks. Somebody, look, I say it all the time. This can be broken down in the pictograph language with 2 cards that come out of the tarot deck that shows that there's a heinous plot here and your genitals are connected with it. All we've seen from Aries to Taurus to Gemini was lust. Obviously, we got pregnancy situation out here, so some lustful something's going on. Or somebody trying to do something lustful with the child. Okay? But if you're with God, God says he keeps us under his wings in a pavilion. Because he just said in the Gemini reading that my hand's going to be known towards my servant and my indignation will be known toward my enemy. So I don't care who's trying to do something on a death matter out here. God says something's abominable, and he's going to even this thing out in a very physical way, and somebody's got this to pay for, to go to jail. Get back, fool. You really ain't all that in a bag of chips, and your title don't give you a right to be crazy and dirty somewhere. For some people's cases, that is what's going on. For some of y'all, this is a sports person that's backwards. Okay? Or somebody's trying to hit the sport person off to die. They could play for the Falcons. This is a professional card. The Falcon shows here. Or it's just bringing in some type of a sports thing to confirm something. Somebody says, I look at you with hearts in my eyes. Do they? I mean, there's a third party around some of your stuff, and they're jealous of that connection. Okay? It's child. This is something around children tripping around, or the word skip is here, but it jumped on the child card because the word children is here. The children rune came out, and somebody's trying to kidnap somebody's child as well, because the word kidnap, I think, was in the Aries reading. Somebody trying to use flattery, because the flatteries were just showing up, and your soul would be on the line with that. If you can take a bribe to go do something abominable, your soul's leaving you. There's consequences to this choice with the Seven of Cups. Somebody's playing a people game with you. Look, an older person, an older person is here. He is in the hidden space, or something about your father or your grandfather, or something like that. Whatever, an older person's doing something out here, or is the target. Somebody says they want to fix the problem. Well, anyway, they are coming back around, just showed so, but they're playing a people game. They want to thieve something. Show me Cancer. Somebody's saying maybe. It fell on this older person and this King of Swords. Anyway, if somebody come back around to do something with your electronics and stuff, and somebody's out here in a position, and you're fixing to get fired. You're fixing to getting caught up in here with this whole people game that you think is so wow, yeah, all this money is not yours. You die early for that crap. That reunion was just showing in the Gemini energy. So somebody's out here saying maybe. Okay, well, you've been warned. This comes with a big fat consequence. Somebody listening to this conversation. Says that the upright are going to dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked transgressors, they're going to be rooted out. So whatever you think you're trying to do, you're already sitting here weighing. You know what you should or shouldn't do, and somebody's still saying, maybe I'll do this. You're going to be rooted out. Kidnap is out here. All of you who have children, there's an older gentleman, or you're the older gentleman that needs to pay attention to your child, however it's going, whoever you are. If you're upright all day long. Somebody trying to kidnap a child. Okay? Something green is coming out. The head of households. And there's a choking out here. There's murder somewhere. Okay? Somebody is undercover. Boy, you better be upright. For real, for real. Some of those people are dirty, playing both sides, going back and reporting things, and they're actually all up in here doing something on the side of something. Somebody is. Okay. Yeah, my technology rune did come out. The tethering card came out as well. You've got somebody sets up in a place that they're illegal. Okay, and if people don't get on their face and ask God to please show us who needs to be in those stupid political places over our country, Jehovah, if you don't plant somebody or uproot, Scott is saying somebody is going to uproot, but we've got to pray that God will get up in here and move on our behalf. Somebody sets up in a big place. They could be setting up in a big place, and they ain't who people think that they are, and their own birth certificate ain't even who the real person is either. I don't know how they would slip through something like that. But look, people, we live in a really nasty world. People do whatever they think that they want. Playing people games with birth certificates and stuff. All for money and doing things on our electronics. This is a little gift being reciprocated for kidnap nonsense. Okay? If you're going to a game or sports game or something like that's also out here. This is the letter G, or your ex is doing something out here. Okay, the G is also the Empress card. It's out here to confirm something. So 2 G's, Gigi, gag. We got choking out here in wording. This is a possible betrayal in love. It is out here. The Empress energy is out here. Somebody was married. Okay, this person's married. And they're screwing everybody. Because it came out in the general that way. A whore, a ditch, a strange woman, and then it said a wife energy was there. So somebody's wife is nothing but a flippin' whoremonger. Or somebody's husband might use their wife that way. I don't know, but something crazy going on with lust. Something about I'm interested in something too, but they're filthy person in the earth. They're a third party to some nonsense excrement going on. They want something too. The letter J is out here. So the word Jack is out here, or Junior is also out here. JR, somebody could be from Texas, that movie or that show, JR. Anyway, this is a removal and you are going to cooperate. God's going to uproot somebody out here. This is crazy because their little people game is over. They're not going to fix a problem because they won't fix it inside themselves. Whoever's upright's going to fix something and get somebody bent, and somebody else is going to go to jail and die and rot there in hell. The G, the J, the X, the R, the A is on that card. Also can pull the letter L out here as well. And you feel one little thing on the inside of somebody who's coming back around to say they want to fix something, but you still feel something on the inside. You better not ignore that little feeling that you're feeling. Because especially if you got little kids out here, because somebody's out here trying to ease their way in here to take your baby off. For whatever reason. Why the person's a filth bag. They ain't really sorry for nothing. They're greedy for their own gain, is what that other card kept saying. Sickos in the earth. Thank you for your protection, Jehovah. There is no protection outside of you. Protect every child that is in danger. Protect them, Jehovah. Send Archangel Michael. I just seen the prison card. Well, somebody works for a prison that's involved in something as well. The most I just said when I seen that. Okay, well, anyway, you're not going to work for the prison anymore. You're going to be on the other side of the bar of those prison cells. Somebody's doing undercover stuff behind the bars in a prison. All right, Leo connections. Welcome in, guys. Show me, Leo, what do they need to know? What's around them, Yehovah? Show my brothers and sisters how to warfare by their own hands, by your instruction, Yehovah. Give us instruction. What do we need to know? Who's around who with this connection for positive and negative purposes? We have, he that gets wisdom loves his own soul, and he that keeps understanding shall find good. So having to have wisdom is huge with God, because he says there's time frames with wisdom, because it says she stands and she's constantly putting her hands out every day trying to give instruction to people. But those people who won't and they're foolish, she says to you that those of you who didn't want her instruction, that when a destruction begins to happen to you, it doesn't say if it does, it says when it does. All the people who took her instruction, they're going to have the protection, but you're going to cry out now and go, okay, now I'll listen, and she's going to mock you. And so to know understanding and to have wisdom and loving your own soul, it's to leave evil. So somebody's involved in some evil stuff out here, and God's encouraging you to leave it. And you'll only have so long with him until you lose your soul if you don't do what's correct today in hearing on what you're supposed to do. If you get wisdom, you love yourself. I guess if you don't love yourself, you're some type of idiot in the earth, and you just do whatever and be some kook on our streets. Show me Leo. Show me Leo, Jehovah. Something about somebody's tongue. Somebody might have a really long tongue. Or maybe somebody likes that old band Kiss. Or somebody might wear a lot of makeup. Or be an actual clown. A lot of times we'll get that clown card. Those energies are coming through. Or somebody's real, I'm hearing albino or real white energy is coming through as well. Take it as it applies for why that's coming through. Something is very much emotional because you're dealing with the narcissist. All right. There, and the word boundaries is underneath that. Somebody is very much shattered. I normally wouldn't take those, but they are showing a theme that's already coming out. We talked about that stupid narcissist yesterday, and this is somebody, they want their way. And if they don't get their way, they're going to absolutely have a cow on you because you can't crack. They're just like, I will never be cracked. You will always have to polish me and stroke me because I refuse to be cracked. But God is going to crack this piece of nutcase energy in our earth realm. If something did happen by water, then fine. We get that drowning card that comes out. It's real heavy the last couple days. But this says waves and emotions and worry and fear. We don't fear a narcissist. They don't have God on the inside. They're not even protected, folks. They don't care what they do. They walk on everybody. This egg is walking on other people's heads. They don't give a rip. This is an inconsiderate person that's looking for somebody's goods. They are a swindler today. It's really big. They play people games. Show me Leo, or that's you, full. Somebody's wife is real strong. Stepping out, doing stuff. They're a narcissist, I guess, because that feminine energy just came out in the reverse. Somebody's child's out there that whatever this individual is, or whoever this person is around. You could be an upright wife, but this card says a wife that's stepping out and doing something. Again, I just reiterated in the Cancer reading that somebody's wife came out this morning, but the ditchy whore energy was also there, and somebody's wife steps out and they're a flippin' ditchy whore. And now this energy is around that person, or it is that person, or they've got their kid now all mixed up in something dangerous because of what they did. What if they just stepped out to do in general? Something wrong out here. Somebody's soul was just showing on the line. I think it was a Cancer reading. A narcissist, they don't give a rip about nothing but themselves. They're a walking, talking demon. They think they're all that in a bag of chips. They're ugly to be illuminated with something out here. Okay, this also says some type of a revelation of the truth is here. Or you know it, or they know it about you. Whoever's who. There's confessions. There's shedding light on something out here. And that comes by the Holy Spirit. Show me Leo. Anyway, God says that if you get wisdom, then you love your soul. And you keep understanding, and you keep leaving some wickedness out here, then you're going to find some good. Otherwise, bad, shattering nonsense is coming to you because you refuse to do what's right, and you're really this egg that's fixing to get crashed and cracked everywhere. That's those snakes that kept coming out, those cockatrice snakes that kept coming out in the fire reading. So y'all are fire energy, so it is indirectly showing up here. There's communication, or somebody's got something recorded, or that's the birth certificate that just came out in the Cancer reading as well. Somebody got somebody's birth certificate, or they want it. They want to put down the real person so they can step in somebody's shoes and use their stuff. Somebody's out here like that. There's some type of communication around you all, and you're going to be illuminated with it, or you're confessing something out here with that letter. Okay? Communication. It's on the line. It came out like this. Or somebody's halfway speaking things out loud and halfway being quiet about what they're communicating as well. It's also hitting me. There is a caution around your travels for some of you all, because it was also showing up. I think it was a Gemini reading. This is quick Cupid's arrow, but somebody messing with the narcissist out here. A third-party narcissist is around some of you all. So want to trade. Somebody's trying to manifest their ideas, or they're shattered, or God's going to let this person be shattered all over the place and experience what they do to other people, or that's you. Show me more information. Real fiery. Somebody's secret's coming out. Or the other woman energy is here. It's landed on that wife. This is the other woman. Somebody's wife is something to somebody else. Something. 1919. Interesting. 19 is the sun card, which is Leo energy. That's interesting. 1010. That Capricorn energy could be out here. Or Aries, that'll break down to a 1. Or Scorpio, that's a 20. Anyway, somebody's secret's coming out. Somebody knows something with that card being here, being illuminated with something that somebody's doing out here. They're confusing things in their communication because they're shattered. They're a narcissist. There's some type of danger out here with this individual. There it is. That's why. Some freak is out here. Some imposter. Some idiot nonsense is out. This could be a teacher. I have the word for a bus out here. But these two letters, the B and the S, also take you to trampoline. There's a murderer out here because we just got bloodshed. And then the coffin just showed. Somebody wants to steal, kill, and destroy somebody because they're crazy. They're a crazy idiot out here. They're going to get a piece of their own pie shoved right in their mouth. This is not love. That Ace of Cups is in the devil's hand backwards. This is all passion with murder behind it. Something public is going on out here with this devil. Somebody's in the industry is being exposed for something with this communication because it's showing up out here. God's fixing to shatter somebody upside down, inside out. Because he said his hand was going to be known towards those of you who are his servant. Either you love your soul or you're fixing to stand here and God's going to let this devil eat your lunch because you did not have no wisdom to leave in evilness. This energy wants to use you is the motto of that house. Somebody boss out here or co-workers out here around something. So to burn, brand, charred, burning of the skin. The devil, look folks, we know somebody's in the occult because that molded image came out in the taurine energy and those people burned children. God said so last week on the platform. Some church was really an occult. They burned children. That somebody's trying to kidnap that child that was just there in that other reading. I think it was the Cancer reading, to do some sacrificial nonsense. This thing's coming out. If somebody's wife had hatred in their heart and they went to the devil's side and gave the devil a sacrifice and something, and then this murderer is fixing to go to jail because it said that they were caught. All they do is play people games. Somebody's identity on this birth certificate, whatever, or somebody had an illegitimate child and they needed something to do with the birth certificate with the situation. If somebody ain't who you think that they are, their little secrets are coming out here. They branded somebody's work because electronic stuff keeps coming out. You're going to jail, fool. Miss Misty is here. Somebody's hand's going to be forced. It is. You're going to jail. Freak. I'm sorry. Are they? They are sorry. They're a low-down sorry scoundrels, what they are. They're causing people to flip and suffer out here. Holding people back and using them. They're connected with dirty official energy. Show me Leo, or that's you. A jealous sibling is out here. Well, you grow up. Then somebody is a murderer, because jealousy goes to murdering energy. It's crazy. Somebody's uncle is out here. Okay? Well, family is really strong. Attached to some stuff. Something about the springtime, or somebody was born in the springtime, or something happened in the springtime. Around some jealousy nonsense, and somebody was shattered because they were dealing with this devil, narcissistic, stupid energy. It says somebody's watching you. Okay, well, anyway, the devil's out here, folks. And you get entangled with this narcissistic piece of nutcase, you're going to wish that you hadn't, or you could die. It says somebody's in love with you. No, they're not. No, they're not. If somebody is the third party crazy around it, it's dumb. Some of y'all think you're in love with somebody and you ain't at all. It's the wrong person. They're an imposter. They've done something to make you think whatever. And you better get in your prayer closet and let God reveal who somebody is around you. Show me Leo. What's in the hidden space for Leo energy? If you do have an apology, then somebody's trying to hold you back and giving an apology somewhere, if you're truthful. But I see somebody getting a victory in a very public way on some narcissistic bum is all they are, using people. What's in the hidden space, please, for Leo? It jumped on the devil. Thanks, sorry. A wealthy person is here. So there's clarity in the hidden space. Somebody does have clarity. It shows it right here. That somebody's illuminated with something. If this is somebody you went to school with, that study card came out in the reverse. I think it was the Taurus or Gemini reading, whoever's reading that was. And there was something that was suggesting school or college around something. Because the friendship rune also came out. Somebody is around a friend that's really not a friend. They've done something stupid, or there's murder, or they're jealous. They're connected with a sibling that's also got jealousy, and an uncle connection came out, okay? If something's by water, then somebody's feeling way down, or if this is work matters, then somebody's either a imposter around your boss, or your boss is an imposter, and there's been long-term, oh my God, devilish stuff going on. Because that's a long-term occupation card, and somebody's got this energy around it. Crappy energy. Rip their mask off, Jehovah, in front of everyone. Stupid. People would even play these types of games. There is a baby attached to something going on. Okay, so it really did show so. So this wife stepped out, they did get pregnant. That feminine was in the reverse, her belly was there, and so whether she lost it, aborted it, or is still pregnant, trying to hide it, doing something with a birth certificate situation, something like that's out here. That baby is out here. It's also a joy rune when it comes out. But the two B's, BB, that's a pupil of the eye, okay, in another language. And somebody is in the mix, loves God, because he says so in these readings. And God says, I don't sleep or slumber over my people. And so he says, when you touch my people, it's like poking me in the eye. And so the devil, who this devil is, they've poked God in the eye with their piercing nonsense and their crazy people games. And God says his indignation is going to be known against this freakazoid energy. You don't get to play games with people. Somebody could also said somebody was pregnant and they weren't because they were jealous around something. If somebody in the law did something around paperwork on a person don't even exist, but they created something out here, they did it for the money's sake. Okay? It's ridiculous. The Laguz, water. You have the waves card. Okay? This is an embarrassment on somebody, and God's going to embarrass this fool. He's going to. He's going to make sure they get embarrassed in a very public way. That came out. That was the theme of yesterday's reading. So anyway, but something by water is here. This is complicated. This is an embarrassment on somebody, and God's pleasure is to embarrass this bull. The B and the L. Somebody's a bully out here. Okay? Or the pound. Okay, or the heart. That word, those two letters also represent a heart as well. So that energy was showing up yesterday as well. Or there's a teacher out here. Or something about a bus is out here connected to something as well. The B, the J, the T, the S, the L came out. Those are all the letters that came out on these cards. Good luck to you, Leo. Hopefully you love your own soul, and you're going to find some good by leaving some wicked thing that's around you, or exposing it, or getting out of it. Otherwise, I guess you're going to be shattered all over the flipping places. God ain't going to let you get away with something that you're doing out here. You think you're some big shot and can do something in an illegal way. God has a way of cutting you right out of the earth realm. Some people got dirty officials that won't help at all involved in things, and that's why he's coming out here in a very natural way in the earth realm, and gonna swallow people up with hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes and things like that. He said, fine, I'm gonna get up, I'll do it. He's going to do it. Jehovah, burn their cities to the ground. We just had the word burning. We've already seen it on this platform live, it taking place, and God's saying right, so telling them the real news right here on this platform. All right, let's go to the next house. Virgo connections. Welcome in, guys. Hope that y'all are doing well. Let's see what's going on with you all. Show me Virgo, Jehovah. I'm hearing emergency. I don't know. Anyway, something is. Must I say he's going to supernaturally fix a problem, okay? And for some people, that is an emergency for God to have to step in and do something for you. Okay, we have an Indian connection also that really wants to be seen on my platform this last week. Real heavy. Okay, then I'll also take it back to the head of the FBI as well. Most High, what does Virgo connections need to know about this supernatural thing that you're going to fix? You're going to make sure something gets fixed for somebody. You're going to get the last say in something that's going on out here around a matter. Around all these narcissistic idiots. The proposal card is at the top. It's not supposed to be flipped upside down, but it was. A masculine energy is here. Okay? God says to take it. I will. So somebody got some type of a proposal. And for some of you all, that same-sex stuff is still showing out here. And that's not really a union in God's eyes. I know that makes people mad. God has an order, folks. I'm not saying it. I'm aligned with God. I've already seen his hand so many times work in my life. I fear him. What he says goes. Not some organization that has come up in here and has taken a whole group and a generation full of people and have mind controlled them through subliminals on our television programming shows. And you got people coming out of the womb thinking that that's how our earth is and God's cool with me like that. And God's not. And if you've never heard that before, you've been programmed to think that that's okay. And it's not okay. Those are not legitimate unions. Okay? So anyway, but just in general, if there's just a proposal out here, we had that proposal last night. Somebody's envious and jealous. Okay, and resentful, the card says. They're competitive. And anyway... There is no comparison to you. People that are ate up with the envy stuff. You're not even in the mix of some type of competition. You're in your own world about a person with the competition. People who are whole on the inside, we look at you all like you've got a lot of work to do and you've got problems on the inside. You've got psychological problems. Somebody jealous and somebody else, we don't care. We think you're idiots. How I look at the crap. Because it is what it is. Dirty shit is what I just heard God said. He said, say it for what it is. It's dirty shit. It's gross. Okay, so there's gifts and stuff around a doctor. Or somebody, whatever that is, somebody pregnant. Or somebody's trying to give gifts to keep something quiet around a doctor energy or... whether you're up or not. This is just a getting advice card. This one wants to poke out. What is it? It's a widow energy. Okay, there's death matters out here somewhere around something. Anyway, there's gifts out here. That's a bribe then, because we already seen the flattery card come out in the reverse. You did something that you shouldn't. You don't want nobody to know what you did, so you think you're big enough and you can take somebody else's worth away from them by perverting them with your little gift to keep their mouth shut on something, I guess. It's what's showing up out here. If somebody is in authority out here. This masculine card says authority, discipline, a father figure is out here. Somebody thinks they're all that in the back jibs for some people's case. I just hate that energy because you ain't no bigger or better than anybody else except by your righteousness. Our righteousness is our merit that causes us to live or die, not your looks. That stuff brings bloodshed. It brings violence. Vanity brings violence. God's got beautiful people all over the world, but you got beautiful people that aren't stuck on themselves and let me take a selfie and let me show everybody this. Some people ain't like that. They just themselves in the earth. And other people's like, look at me. Look at me. And trying to gain all this stuff out here on stupid stuff. I think those types of people are just lost causes in the earth. They're the narcissists of the earth. Show me Virgo. Somebody trying to get some advice. For some of you all, if this is godly advice, regardless who might be jealous of something and you're a masculine energy and you're trying to get some advice on how to propose or on something, then may God be with you. Okay? If you really are in love, then you are. God will give you the right counsel here on something that's taken place. Because there was an I'm sorry energy that's also coming out as well. So something's taken place in an uncontrollable sex desire with somebody who's dealing with appetites for sex and they're hungry for their own pleasure. Then somebody's out here, something's happened or something, there may have been a rape energy out here with this doctor energy coming out. But somebody is lustful today because it keeps coming out. Show me Virgo. What do they need to know? So this third party is lustful after you, I guess. Because that rune, I think it was the Leo or the Cancer reading, said, I'm interested in it too. But somebody ain't interested in this crazy, crazy, stupid thing. The same-sex three-way, they want it too nonsense. They are, somebody is overbearing, or this is something sexual that somebody could be very much in danger over. Because I think it was Aries reading, the wording I want to know you was there. There was homosexual stuff there, and I said somebody could get raped out of this if some man don't have no discernment and you think some man is really a woman and they're all dressed up and you get behind the door and they want to know you and take you and you're going to get raped then. We're in that Sodom and Gomorrah hour in prophecy, folks. Hellfire is going to come from that. But anyway, somebody's at work around you like this. It's a work rune, business, something with your parents are here with that bear, but it's a jealousy. It definitely is out here. Somebody's ate up, real toxic. Look, the toxic card is here underneath that card. Okay, they're ate up. They stink with sex nonsense. They're trying to attract somebody in a matter out here. Beware, because it said beware there was a devil around somebody. Okay, they are very lustful. They're acting, or somebody knows or is illuminated with some knowledge about something out here. Something's guided with this matter when the star comes out. There is some type of communication. It's the pictograph of the mouth area. Show me more information, please. The letter P might be prevalent. Also, Russia connections would be out here attached to some stuff. We've seen great big war energies that's come out today as well. Oh my God, unless I just showed me something really huge. I can't tell you. I'm sorry. I just got a revelation though. This is a big deal. This is a big, big, big deal going on out here. Yes. That somebody was married out here and stepped out. Somebody's wife did. Got pregnant. Just showed so in the Leo connection reading. Okay? Whoever's trying to get some advice or trying to pay the doctor off because some sex matter was out here around something. Anyway, something real toxic going on with it. It shows it right there. Jealousy, envy, strife. It's all right here. Toxic, and the envy card was out here. Jealous. Somebody is so crazy over something going on out here. You need to know somebody's married out here. Because the word married come out. Somebody was trying to propose something to somebody and it said no. I think it was the Taurus reading. If that's Taurus for you, they would appear here. They just hold it in the deck. This is a revelation of something when the Hierophant comes out. Somebody sets up in a big place out here. Okay, there's the baby right there. Pregnancy right there. Okay, well, she literally was all up in the reverse in the Leo reading. Something ain't right with it. Obviously, you knock somebody's spouse up or something like that. This is going on. And if this was a hot pursuit for a gangbang, bad sexual attack out here, you're going to freaking jail, fool. What a shame. Something really deep is going on in this secret. So God just told us yesterday that he sees deep secret things because the light dwells with him. If somebody thinks, oh, I got to pay somebody off that sets up in a place to get some advice for something, God sees that deep nastiness that you're trying to do to lead somebody astray in some type of a perverse way to get what you want because you don't want something out. God's going to allow it to come out anyway. If this has anything to do by water somewhere, then all that water energy was just showing up in somebody else's reading. Past life energy, or this is somebody from your deep past. Your life ain't even the same anymore, but somebody from your deep past is here. Okay? There's the ring right there. There's the proposal. The proposal card is here. Okay? And somebody's friend is out here. So that friend rune keeps wanting to come out. So this is somebody who will protect and defend and be loyal if they are upright. Okay? And whatever this is, somebody would be able to protect this. Okay? If they're not loyal, then somebody's a pervert. This goes to perversion in the reverse. It goes to pervert stuff. It shows it right here with these two same-sex people. That's perverted to God. So is this. Take my bribe. Tell me what to do. Help me out of something. God says you open a door for perversion karmically to take a bribe. Now somebody's a pervert out here. They got hunger for appetite of sex, desires that are uncontrollable, it says. They're a dangerous sex maniac out here because that lust kept coming out. See how simple and subtle the devil is with us to get us in something that causes all this nasty stuff to come out. He's very subtle in what he wants you and I to eat. It all started at the garden with the food, what our appetite. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. They that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. And somebody ate really nasty fruit out here that's full of lustful, greedy behaviors. So if this friend is involved in some type of a proposal and nasty sex, something with whatever that is around it for this marriage, because this is also the marriage rune or the marriage card, then somebody try and do something out here that's got this something wrong with it. That's also a the dog in the reverse is also a prostitute. Can trace you to a prostitute energy. It's real strong today. It's definitely out here. Somebody's friend is a prostitute, then fine. There's got a group of people that are involved in something with this. It shows it right here. The Hierophant represents society. So you got a group of people, or somebody's known by groups of people, and it's in stardom trying to make their way through a gift or these rings and jewelry energy to do something out here. And you need to know so. It's something to do with somebody got pregnant on something. I'm sorry. Are you? There's the third party again that's having a cow over making up with two sides that are pure. That third party is crazy, jealous around it. Willing to do something very hateful and nasty and disgusting around your connection out here. Show me Virgo. Where they already did it. Somebody's... I'm hearing if I can't have you, no one will. I don't think so, fool. Look, to circle around for a renewal and a destruction. I'm sorry, and as soon as you say, okay, I'm going to kill you, type of energy shows up out here. God says that their little people game is going to end. The hospital is attached to there's a doctor out here. Or it is a doctor that's done something stupid. It's involved in something today because the MD also come out and all that bloodshed stuff was there. Somebody's overheard something that's been said out here. Somebody knows something. Either you're apologizing and fixing something for someone and you know the truth, or because something that you don't like is out here, you're a third-party cuckoo on something. Somebody is trying to circle around to renew something for a destruction. They're circling around a large area, or you're dealing with some crazy creep and whatever I was trying to say. And they are literally just circling around your house or your area, ate up with something like that. Somebody's jealous out here around your connection. You got danger around. Stupidness. For some of you all, this is your in-law mother-in-law that's hiding behind this devil stuff. Look, folks, here it is again. They come out again together. Some twin flame, stupid nonsense, crazy stuff. And this picture here will trace you back to pictograph language that says there's a perversion here. Again, the dog goes back. There's pervert energy around your connections, Virgos. Okay? All right. Somebody act like they don't know something, they do. But somebody has overheard something that has been said around, I guess, going to the doctor for something as well. Show me Virgo. What do they need to know? God says he's going to supernaturally fix something for you out here. So whoever this crazy creep is trying to do some stupid stuff around you, God's got it under control. You just need to relax. Okay? Paperwork is involved in some stuff. So, again, that baby, something with that birth certificate is out here attached to something going on. It's safe for somebody to love, but the third party is ate up, jealous about it, I guess. Let them be ate up and jealous about it, folks. Let them be ate up. Let them show their stupid, nasty, filthy rear end to the whole world. Let them be ate up. You get up and God says, I command you to not be afraid wherever you go. I protect you. And if it's safe for you to love, no demon in hell can stop what God's called together. Let no man put asunder. They're doing witches out here. They're stubborn piece of nutcases out here. I ain't moved by the crazy. Anyway, it says there is a confession, or somebody needs to get up in here and confess something. Something's happened out here. And God says, I'm going to supernaturally fix this problem for you. Do you trust me? God will kill this freak if they won't leave you alone. He most certainly will. Let him die. Who cares? This is eternity. There is death matters. They don't care about killing you because they're all ate up in their jealousy. Let them, you do something that God tells you to do, and let this explode right in an enemy's face for what the crap they think they are. They're a pervert out here. This is going to radically change something if you do what's correct, because it's a maximum protection. It comes from God. He says, I'm going to supernaturally fix something for you. Okay? Who cares about this creep? But there is death matters out here. It's eternity, but it is a protection and a victory in something. The baby. Somebody has had a baby out here. I guess so. Guess they did. Okay? Whatever that's about. Whoever it's connected with, whether they are the person that should or should not be with you, or turned into some type of freak, I don't know. You interpret it. That baby is around something that is going on, or the certificate or some false certificate is around something that's going on with the matter. But there's a baby out here that's also a joy rune. So you do have something positive out here, because God says, I'm going to step in and do something for you, regardless who the creep is. And then you've got this person's in rebellion. They don't give a rip. And so you just don't need to focus everything about this person. You're still feeding them attention out here by trying to do this when that's God's business. You just say, God, what am I supposed to do with this? And you get up and you do whatever. It's safe for somebody to love. Let the fool kill themselves. Circle around in their mind some type of I'm stalking you energy. Let them go crazy in their mind, because they're already toxic and crazy. They don't care about nothing is what this rune represents. And if that's your X, that's your dumb X. The letter N is out here, but the X appears. A box. Something about something being in a box. The B and the X is out here. That could take us back to a box tree, scripturally. And the Y and the R came out. The G and the L is here. And the letter P is out here as well. And again, whoever works for a hospital or as a doctor or studying to be or something like that, whether the upright party or not, or can heal something, that also came out here as well. As somebody, for a lot of y'all, is just acting with the star being here. At the same time, something's being exposed around a bunch of people, because God's going to embarrass somebody being some type of kook. That embarrassment rune just came out in somebody else's reading. God's going to set somebody up on their little high horse, and he's going to smash them down and crush them in front of hordes of people. And he's going to supernaturally take care of this problem for you, Virgo connections, whoever is who for any given person, positive or negative. So you better get back, all you jealous freaks out here, on something that's going on. You're a loser. You're out of order somewhere. Dumb to me. Okay, let's go on to the next house. Libra connections. Welcome in, guys. I hope that you are doing well, you or the cross watcher. Let's get started here. Let's see what God wants for your overall energy. Put this card back in here. Thank you for the information today. You'll be able to keep people safe, to get a victory through you. You don't lose the war. The battle belongs to you. Some of you all, I'm seeing, those of you who are scripturally, you understand about scriptural stories and stuff. Sorry, I was thinking about two things. When Moses and them were in war, and they had to get up beside him, to, as long as his hands were up in the air, they were winning the war. As soon as he was getting tired and his hands were going down, they began to lose the war. And it goes back to say what I said this morning when I was in personal prayer this morning. The Most High, the Holy Spirit, had told me that if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, I'll heal their land. And so all peoples that belong to the Most High God, we are over the nations. Okay? The truth of the reality is God's got a people in the earth to lead in a very spiritual, supernatural, real way that is set up above the nations to bring judgments into the earth by the throne of God, by what we hear him say. And somebody out here needs to understand that as long as our hands are up, God's going to win this war. Okay, we this is a real end time war spiritually that's going on, and the devil knows his time is real short, folks. And we need to keep our eyes and our hands in our prayer, per se, and help one another keep each other's hands up, because some people are tired and have been alone in warfare, and some people have energetically been there holding our hands up. I pray for you all, and those of you who pray for me, I appreciate it. Okay, because these demons are real in the earth, and they're gonna fry. It's their day to fry. Any person wants to open up, let those demons infiltrate them, you're just gonna fry. My Father says that if fire goes before him and burns you up, and he will burn you right up for trying to touch his people in the earth realm. But my brothers and sisters, let us energetically pray for one another and keep those arms up so that our land can be healed, so God can put that sickle in and take out every wicked person who's violated through offensiveness to us, and let him heal it. What does Libra need to know? Yehovah, pick through my hand. Okay. Talent is coming out. So that star was just in the Virgo reading. It says there's gold in a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. It's important for us. You can't even compare money with wisdom. Once you really understand that, you won't be moved by money. We have to have it, but it don't have us. Wisdom, we want wisdom. It cannot be compared to gold or anything else. It is precious. So vacating or getting away or relaxing or having fun, okay? Talent. Or somebody travels here. Maybe there's the bus. That bus was showing up there as well a minute ago in letters. Anyway, there's a trampling going on. I guess there is with the B and the S. This is somebody's in denial, trying to escape something out here is what that other card says. Somebody is trying to go have some fun and relax, and may God be with you to find some peace. Show me, Libra, what's around them. Or somebody's wife is stepping away. It's been a real big theme today to go relax and have some fun. Who the person's with, I don't know. But somebody was acting and circling around to do something. Okay? So there is communication coming, or a physical letter being handed, or maybe somebody's winning a trip somewhere. It's just coming through that way. Something like that's out here. Anyway, there's communication about going away, relaxing, and look, for some of you all, that's dangerous for you to go with this person. That harmonious change, let's take a trip card was there, and crazy stuff was around it. For some of you all, somebody married, because it's said that somebody's wife is married. There's something about a pregnancy with this matter. Gossip and triggers are here. Okay? Anyway, somebody is dealing with somebody who is triggered. That came out yesterday. That somebody's got to do their own inward work, but they refuse to because they're a narcissist somewhere. Okay? Or somebody wants to get away with this person that's a narcissist, and you get going and they get triggered on something. It could be very dangerous as well. Anyway, somebody's in denial with some type of excuses out here. If somebody did do something petty in a conversation to spread a rumor, we know that was done on purpose because they are a third party to something. They are interested in something too, whether that's love or with your family or on a job. Somebody's real triggered out here in your energy, Libra, or that's you. Show me, Libra, what do they need to know? Or somebody's around you talking about you while they're on vacation. They're triggered by you. Whoever's triggered by who. Show me, Libra. Okay. The grave. Anyway, if somebody's triggered, it could go bad. Came out with the person who's in divinity, or your morals and your ethics around this energy. It also came out with the money. Or maybe somebody thinks they're getting lucky out here. And then the star. Overall energy is somebody talented is out here, or that's you, or they got death matters around something where money is concerned, or this is the bribe. Somebody thinks somebody's upright, they're not. There's murder somewhere because bloodshed has come out. These wouldn't come out. This one also came out. These came out in the reverse. This is somebody going somewhere with you, having a communication, a meeting. Let's go somewhere. Let's go get relax. It's off. There's death energy around something. If you think somebody's on stage at church with you, that false wolf church comes out all the time. If there was some type of gossipy something around a matter that I'm hearing payback, or some type of revenge for it, or something like that's out here with this energy. Show me, Libra. For some of y'all, this is a preacher's kid has done something out here. They could be older or younger, but the kidnapping and that child showed up really heavy in the Taurus or Gemini reading. There was a child there. And something about this travel is off. Somebody got secrets around it. They're just acting. Show me, Libra, you hold. Well, what do they need to know? Show me about this communication and stuff, because it's real strong showing up out here. I command for the truth to come up right now. Queen of Cups, real sweet individual if they're upright. Or there's two people that aren't. Or two people are playing the other the same way, also showing itself to me. She's a manipulator in the reverse. She's very caring, kind, and sweet in the upright. Okay? There's the Hierophant. It's right here. Somebody in divinity is out here. They either playing on their stage, or they're just well known, or somebody in the praise and worship is out here with talent attached to something. There's some type of a ending or a grave, or somebody paid somebody off for the murder. out here on something. But somebody in divinity is here. There's another person with this person. Okay? Okay, if that's your ex, then Libra energy is out here. That's also somebody that's professional somewhere that is out here, talented. Some type of gossip energy is around y'all, or you need to know it. And the Queen of Swords. So if this is the friend that keeps coming out, somebody's a third party to a match. If these people are upright, they're in the truth, and somebody's married somewhere and they stepped out to do something. There's real quick, because somebody said no in the other reading. Sorry guys, I had a hacker on my phone. Anyway, it's ridiculous. The retard was back. Anyway, if somebody is married out here, or somebody's exes are involved in some things, and so be it. But there is a third party somewhere in this union that's trying to go down somewhere. Somebody got same-sex nonsense, or somebody's dressed up like the other. And I can pull these energies out in all those directions. They've already come out, or somebody gossiped about somebody that's got this nasty thing going on with this three-way energy. Okay, so there is gossipy energy all around you all. The gossipy card. We've got people in church sitting on their flipping pews gossiping about things and doing something in a backwards organization. For some people's case, if you don't have your morals or ethics, some people don't. Something's happened out here on a vacation, or somebody wants you to take a vacation, there's a grave out here with it. Or if you did take a vacation, somebody died around a matter, somebody started a rumor out here to cause somebody's death to go on. Probably because they were jealous, because it just showed so. All that jealousy was just there. Show me more information. What's in the hidden space, please, for Libra? Somebody's sick. Okay, well, anyway, they gave a gift. Okay, or somebody's died and left a gift because they were sick. A main female is out here. You got two of them in this reading. Okay, these your siblings, could be your in-laws. They're in the hidden space. Some main female is in the hidden space. If this is marital situations, somebody is married to going off with a third party. Somebody's got sick energy around something that's going on. Sorry, some of these cards will shed. Go back and watch the video and say, why weren't you paying attention to the screen? Anyway, somebody is jealous out here, or somebody gonna cause this jealousy, or they're jealous of you and did a gossipy rumor around you because they're triggered about something, or your kid did it and don't like a connection as well. But somebody did get some type of a gift out here around something going on. And some type of unhealthy thing is out here around a main female energy that you need to know about. Okay? So either the person is talented, or this talent is just showing they're acting around you. Show me Libra. Sorry, that's the wrong deck. Show me Libra. What kind of words do you want to bring out for them? Yehovah. Yehovah Elohim. A hospital. There is a hospital connection. This also takes you to a hospital. That doctor was showing in the Virgo reading. Somebody's done something with paperwork or with somebody's information through a hospital where they have your information as well. You would have the Queen of Cups can be a nurse, and so can the King and Queen of Swords. Surgeon type energy could be out here. Somebody's a main female with this hospital connection has done something, either given a gift to do something crazy out here, or they don't want the little gossip thing to be known about what they did. The sad thing about it is somebody's in divinity here with this crap. But that hospital energy really has come out. They've done something. Somebody works for the hospital and has done something illegally to people's information. This is a physical piece of mail or something of importance here. Also, a postal worker is out here, but there's the friend underneath that. Somebody really isn't a friend for some people's case. They're jealous. There's the paperwork. It shows right there. They did something on somebody's paperwork at the hospital. They alterated something out here. They're jealous about something. You're illegal. You're illegal. You did something with a baby situation with it as well, because that's also what was shown. This is, everybody knows why they did what they did, because they're triggered and they're jealous of somebody. That's why they did it. They're jealous. The word green is out here. That's also jealous in envy color. Okay, and they did it for money's sake. Okay, those are closed out. Let me take this deck. Show me Libra. You're going to go to jail. So, I mean, I know you don't think you are, but you are going to go to jail. You're actually going to go to hell. The grave is on you. The grave is on the person who did this crap. In a very illegal way, out of their pride, out of their jealousy. You'll die for this. That money don't belong to you. It's somebody playing somebody's playing a people game and pulling somebody's heartstrings out here. It's stupid stuff. Just try to get their way. I look at you with hearts in my eyes. It came out in the reverse. And somebody's heart, they're going to die from heart matter. I guess so. It also came out in the reverse. This is thinking from the heart. Well, they don't. Or they do. The heart is wicked above all else. God tells us to guard it because issues flow out of it. Somebody got a heart issue out here really bad with their mouth. The seed of passion's been around something. Well, you do have two feminines and a masculine out here, whatever the crap that's all about. Or there's threesome stupid swinger nonsense going on somewhere. It's crazy and abominable to God Almighty. And that will defile you with all that stuff. Anyway, people don't understand how karma really works. Somebody's heart is out here attached to something going on. Okay, there's also a truthful friend out here attached to something, and news is on its way. Somebody knows some information about whoever's gossiped and did something out here. God's gonna he's gonna supernaturally fix something, is what he said. We have a gift being reciprocated here. It's all flattery. It's all for the technology. God already was saying so. It just happened. I'm not moved by you. I'm going to speak right through it. This word is going to slay you anyway for taking something that's not yours on my electronics and anybody else's, for starting some gossip crap on your jealousy. And now you got to sit here and do some stupid stuff around other people's lives because you think you're a big shot, and actually you're going to die because God says so. 30-30, 33. Masonry. I don't give a rip about you people. Somebody's X is out here. And the letter G is out here. And the letter H came out here. And this is, I'm interested too. But the other, look, there's people that match. And they're getting real pissed off at you. Because this is real sharp stuff from people that match. Okay? Showing the upside of people, because that third party came out. And whoever the little manipulator is around love situations, somebody don't want you. You're crazy. You're a kook. We don't give a rip about you. Wanting something too. You're off. You go get yourself killed if you don't move back. Anyway, the people are getting frustrated with this crazy stuff going on by a filthy manipulator. So anyway, they think they're interested in something too. They're interested in VPN keys, and it's not yours, doofus. I know who I'm talking to. I know who I'm talking to. Stupidness. You've got mental problems, man. Bad flipping mental problems is what you have. You are a danger to society. This whole stupid church connection thing out here. Stupid people in that church. They're going to get charged. Those of you who follow me and you are upright enforcement, and we just caught the little drama queen. God was telling it, because he always does. that they were going to try to come back and do some stuff, pull their little britches down, step out and do something. It's somebody's wife out here, some type of nasty piece of nutcase. Somebody's dealing with somebody who's married, and they're jealous of another married partnership that's supposed to be there, a man and a woman of God. Okay? And this third party is jealous of this connection. Okay? And whether they had anything to do with this connection, they're jealous of it. They would do anything to get up in here between it. Okay, it's because they are, somebody is interested too, but these two people know who they are. They're not going to be moved by this person, regardless of what's happened in their past life or anything. I'm talking about the now, what God's showing. And this person's trying everything they can to get up in here, to get temptation between these two people, but these people already know, no, and they're getting, whoever that energy is coming through right now, and they're getting ticked off with this third party because they see what this crazy person is. They see what this idiot is. And you two need to get up and give them a what for. Because somebody's friends out here doing it. They ain't your friend. They're filthy. For a lot of you all, this friend wants the same sex of it. That's gross and perverted because all that perversion stuff just came out. That's nasty. The person's a cuckoo. They are sick. It shows it right here. They're sick. They probably got sex diseases all over the place. God keeps bringing that STD nonsense. They're just acting around some stuff out here. This church is nothing but a wolf that comes on this platform all the time. But anyway, those of you intelligent people that are upright, I know that y'all can trace back some stuff and who just got in on my platform. Now, if you're intelligent, you're going to get up in here and you're going to bend this person. I press charges right now. I want them out of society. I want to be contacted. I want my date in court. Their title is nothing. That's a senator is out here coming through a situation. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you all. Welcome in. Show me Scorpio energy, Most High. What's around them? Russia is here. Okay. Somebody connected with Russia, or somebody's name is similar to Russia. Something like that. That's come through before. But anyway, Russia, that bear has showed itself. So that's very prominent. Okay. Anyway. Scorpio, y'all had two. The making the idols came out. Thou shalt not make idols came out in either the Cancer, Leo, or no, it wasn't the Leo. The Gemini, Taurus, or Cancer. One of those readings had thou shalt not make idols. Also, this came out, I think, in the Gemini reading. It says that the hand of Jehovah shall be known towards his servants, and his indignation towards his enemies. And so somebody's got, God's your enemy, I guess, who all's bowing to molten images and making them. And there's a separation out here with your energy. Okay, a protection is out here around a situation. Yeah, God is going to protect his own all day long. Somebody's trying to also protect for negative purposes because they don't want to face the truth. Because they did something real heinous on somebody because of their jealousy. Show me Scorpio. What's around Scorpio, Yehovah? Show me Scorpio. Thank you. Somebody established is coming out in the reverse. This person's money is probably just fraudulent. They're not really established. Somebody could be coming across like they are for whatever purposes why they would want to be. They've hit rock bottom. They're karmic third party hater, and some type of learning your lesson energy could be out here. But somebody established is either losing everything because something karmic is going on with their business. Or they're trying to build themselves up to get established. Obviously, somebody is, but if they were settled, it's coming out in the reverse because there's some type of third-party hater energy around a business energy out here. It's backwards. Somebody's not really established somewhere. They're just putting on front, I guess. Or they're letting a karmic in, and it's forewarning that somebody's fixing to lose every single thing that they have built on, and it's wrong because something karmic is around it. God says you're going to know me if I'm for you or against you out here on something that's going on with Scorpio connections. Show me more. Somebody's a hater of God out here with that karmics card coming out here. It's bad. You'll never grow. God says my plans are to prosper you, not to harm you. But I guess if you want to be harmed and you don't want to learn lessons, then God will take your whole business, your family, and everything else because you don't want to do what's right out here. Somebody's bowing to molded images. I guess you are. You're out of order. You're God's enemy. Show me Scorpio. Those things can't even talk or hear you or anything. They put those little holes on the bottom side of those molded images so demons can come up and infiltrate it. You're talking to demons. You're not talking to the living Elohim. You're deceived, and that's why you're confused. That stuff brings confusion, God says. Okay? So, anyway, a male relative or a widower or somebody's fixing to lose their wife because that wife that stepped out, somebody's got a hit out on somebody. Or they did hit out on somebody's wife. This is a widower. It's also a male relative. A male relative could have also just died as well. But that card is out here. Hatred stuff goes to murder. God's will allow his enemy to be murdered by showing his indignation from his arm towards somebody out here. It's crazy. Show me Scorpio. You really wasn't a big shot after all. Pain. Okay, well, you're in pain. You're triggered, or you're going to feel this pain because you won't stop something. You're a hateful piece of karmic nutcase, or you are going to learn your lesson and get on the correct side, and God's going to give you some grace, even though possibly somebody's already died out of a matter. I don't know. You live and learn, folks. Show me Scorpio. If somebody's real guarded out here, they're apprehensive, it says. They're in excruciating pain over something, or they're going to feel that they're fixing to feel this. Their whole company's fixing to go down in shambles on something, I guess, if they don't do what's right. Okay? A bunch of people are out here affected by something that's going on out here with death matters. With this grave, with this widower, with this wife that's dying, or something like that, or that did die. Okay? There's a truthful person out here, and again, they belong to God, and his hand's going to be known towards his servants. And the blessing of Jehovah doesn't come with any of this nonsense. It doesn't add any sorrow to it. And somebody's done something that's caused some karmic nonsense to go on in their flippant ego. That's the devil card. You better get out of your ego. Okay, or die. I don't care. Neither does anybody else. That's how I feel about things with people in the earth. There's the bus again. It really wants to be shown. And a court matter, where somebody has to take a bus to court. Anyway, whatever this is about, you interpret it. Somebody getting hit by an asteroid, or I'm talking to NASA again. There's the truthful friend. There's a truthful person out here attached to something going on. Thank you for being that way in the earth realm. Hopefully you're not a hater friend with some other hater, because you got people that will be, even though they're crazy and crooked, they'd be crooked together and got each other's back, like that type of energy as well. Show me Scorpio. Let's show me a funeral out here with the garden and all the tears and the graveside. As God says he's fixing to show somebody some indignation. The Emperor jumps out. So somebody in authority is out here attached to something, then so be it. It's also a father figure, a husband, a boss. It represents a doorway of something as well. Going in and out of a door could be here. He also represents war and stubbornness. And so whoever is, I guess you are, the letter D and the letter T. The law just came out. The D and the T. Or Donald Trump is here. Okay? Anyway, whoever's who, God's going to do something for either side of something. Okay? A fool also returns. If you look in this picture, where's it at? Right here. There is a king here watching the stupid idiot fool that is ate up with cray-cray, that keeps coming back to eat some vomit. They keep coming through the door to eat the vomit. And they've signed something. This represents a signature when the fool comes out. And somebody signed something illegally somewhere. Okay? Around a baby situation, I guess. And there's knowledge. I am knowing. Somebody at the top of something is knowing. Or the boss knows something out here around something that's going on. Okay? Where somebody went, either or you went to school with somebody, or something happened on the bus. Now it's gone to legal matters with some stupid things going on with the haters. Somebody's business is upside down in their establishment. They're not settled anymore. Spiritually speaking, something karmic's coming to this. If you don't do what's correct, or if you didn't, I guess this is what's coming. The graveside. But somebody is watching a fool out here. Whoever's got their head on straight in leadership, the word law is out here. In another language with those two letters. So, there's a powerful ruler that is out here in this reading. Okay? If you're really powerful, then you're upright. Because I don't think that crazy, crooked people are powerful at all. They're inflated in their head with this ego out here. Somebody bows to molten images out here, and they're God's enemy. And he's fixing to give them a whirlwind. His arm is out here. So either you are or you are not protected by something out here. Okay? So this stuff is going to happen to, I guess, all of you who are God's enemy. It's coming, and you could never stop it. God's already got his word out on it. He's brought it out twice. Somebody's name is Todd out here. Or somebody told something, or a toad. We have people false prophesying and what they do and they say out of their mouth, because gossip crap just came out really heavy in the Libra read. I think it was that reading. Out of their own stupidity, open their flipping mouth on a person that belongs to God. And he keeps saying, you don't touch my people. Because somebody is out here that's truthful on something. And what they did it on purpose because they were jealous, and it's cost their whole business is even fixing to even go down. If it hadn't already, that caused a big karmic thing to take place out here because somebody in the mix belongs to God. And now they're pierced, or God's fixing to pierce somebody. Something's changing here. Somebody knows about this. What's in the hidden space? It's intense out here going on. Well, it is. It's a real intense war, isn't it? It's life or death. It's like eternity, life and death. Like, you can't escape. You're going to die someday, and so am I, out of this realm. That's a fact. You can go, la, 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 I don't care. I'm in the moment. Okay, well, some moment is going to come upon you that's got this grave side to it. And you ain't escaping that. And there is a real spiritual realm that we can even see from this realm that exists. And some of those people were just like you and I, and they have been cut off from God Almighty, and they're trapped for the great day of God's damnation judgment. They thought they were all established in the earth, and they're nothing but karmic haters and demonic realms, entities that are now found in that realm, trapped until God burns the crap out of them for all eternity, so that they can gnash their teeth. That is intense, and that is a reality. God is saying, somebody who's not on his side, you're fixing to see his indignation. You can go and cry your little tears all you want, and you won't get over yourself. Then go to hell. If this is somebody's wife, they're dying. Because that wife keeps stepping out and doing some crazy nonsense out here today. The sun, it's coming out in the reverse. Somebody's being humbled. It's intense on somebody who's got ego out here, and they are in their pride. Why will you die? The letter Q. And so if there's foreign people, foreign places attached to something going on, then fine. Then it's out here. And then poverty, it's situations. Somebody wants people's money, or obviously you let a Jezebel up in here, they're going to ruin your whole business. I don't know. Somebody's not established anymore. They're going to poverty because of their pride. God's going to let them. Anyway, something real deep is out here going on, folks. In a really bad way. Show me what else does Scorpio need to know. Keep pushing through, brothers and sisters. Those of you who walk in faith. Somebody plays mind games. Yes, it said that they play people games. And it's unacceptable. To the point where they'll take your business down. Those of you sitting up in positions, because it really is here. Show me Scorpio. Show me Scorpio. A bribe. This is why somebody's business is no more. It's perverted somebody in a really bad way. Okay? Okay? A donor. Child trafficking is out here, folks. It's dangerous. Gonna take your bit. That kidnapping was showing in, I think it was a Gemini reading. That's bad. Somebody's got a picture of something, or somebody's a photographer that's involved in this little matter out here. They're being exposed, and a victory is going to be had. It says, he that sends a message by the hand of a fool. You got the Fool's card. That message was being handed off in the, I guess it was the Libra reading. That message was there. It was all off, and the grave also showed in that reading too. It's because you got these hater karmics around something that's very jealous of some stuff. They're being exposed, though. It says, he that sends a message by the hand of a fool cuts off the feet and drinks the damage thereof. So somebody didn't get a message somewhere that should have been, and there's damage out here even on somebody's business. This is why it's so important that we keep our mind on the Most High, that we are constantly checking our soul, our spirit with the Most High God. Let me know what I need to know, see what I need to see, hear what I need to hear. Because it's life and death in this last stretch that we find in this dimension, folks. Show me Scorpio. Face it or die is what I just heard. Face it or die. A female relative in the color red came out. They could have red hair. Maybe that's a nickname. Somebody calls you red. I don't know. Or somebody read something. I know it's the color red. It could be on the Democrat side. DT, Donald Trump energy is out here. That Diddy guy is showing up out here. DTY, Diddy. I don't know nothing about that person, but I've heard some really nasty things briefly about that person. Okay, anyway, there's a female relative that is involved in something, and this is about a forgiveness. And so you either live or die in this matter, or you didn't or wouldn't, and there's something about a death with it. Now you're being warned, folks. God's going to supernaturally do something that's going to be very destructive on his enemies out here. All right, let's take your last. Boy, the energy is really strong. Take your last message. Somebody's friend is out here and maybe doing something with somebody's ex. Somebody's name could be Max. MX. It's actually the letter E. It looks like an M and a W. Meow. Somebody could be a cat lover. Somebody could be called Cat or Kathy as well. This is the NG, but it looks like two X's. This is a hidden relationship that is around somebody that has, their world has been so torn apart. I send you love and light. Okay? But somebody's went crazy, I guess, in something with this. Okay? Anyway, a baby came out of something, or something with the baby, something has taken place or was created in some way on somebody's stupid thing, whatever that is, or was something to do with this baby energy is out here. This is also luxury, and somebody is after somebody's business out here, or somebody is established in a very fraudulent way with that coming out in the reverse, but it's still going to go down because you're an enemy of God. Okay, all right. This is a construction work or a worker energy that's also out here. So these letters, the N, the G, 2 X's, the E, the W, the M, the D, the Y, the J, and the T, and the Q came out in this reading. And specifically, a female relative and this is a male relative card. So your family still is out here involved in some stuff. And they're connected with a bribe with a child traffic situation. I don't know. This doctor stuff keeps coming out. Somebody is looking for a donor match of some sort and would be willing to kill somebody for a match, like kidney or I don't know. Something like that's coming through. Or your driver's license. Some of you all might be donors on a driver's license. That is showing out here with the will being out here. But something's off with it. Somebody's identity isn't who you think that they are. Somebody could be a bus driver that's also involved in this matter. Because that bus showed itself in the other energy. But anyway, whoever's playing these mind games, they're being exposed out here. If somebody did something with a picture, changed something, then they did. Give me just a second. All right, Sagittarius connections, welcome in. Let's see what's going on with you all. There's a false church and a protection around. That energy was showing up. I think it was the Virgo reading. There was a church energy that was real strong in their connection. Okay? And something was real off with it. Show me Sagittarius. Jehovah, what do you want to bring out here, please? I thank you for the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Thank you. It says, woe unto him that builds his house by unrighteousness and his chambers by wrong, and that uses his neighbor's services without wages and gives him not for his work. Somebody's being used out here. And who's your neighbor? Whoever your neighbor is, any person's your neighbor in God's eyes. But if this is a literal neighbor, then somebody's doing something out here using you to do something, but really not giving you what is the wages for something out here, what you're really worth, or they're taking something from, they'd be in danger. That's coveting. They'll die early, is what God says. Somebody will die early for using somebody out here. They're building their house wrong. Show me Sagittarius. I don't know who people think that they are. Oh, that's right. They think they're big shots. That's right. 40, somebody could be 40, connected to something going on. A narcissist is bad energy out here with that narcissist. That also showed up. Somebody is toxic out here. I think it was the Virgo or the Leo reading had the narcissist there as well. It's really bad. Somebody thinks they can use somebody and not give them anything that rightfully belongs to them. Or here, I need you to do the... I'm hearing a Pharaoh energy. Somebody says make bricks, but I'm not going to give you what it takes to make the bricks, but you're going to make them the way that they're supposed to be made. And somebody's sitting there going, what? That's Pharaoh type of energy with this narcissistic person. Okay? Somebody wants you to do work, but they don't give you what you should have for the service, or even pay you if you do something for them. Somebody's a user out here. Somebody's a control freak somewhere. Okay, somebody got bad karma coming in a really bad way. If there's a fire around something, then there's a fire around something. Bad. That's bad karma. There's a fireman in that picture. I could just be talking to a fireman. For some of y'all, they may be the narcissist. Something's around some final love situation that's going on. Somebody's receiving bad karma because it got mixed up with the narcissist. It's really, they're the third party to two people that do belong together. There's differences out here. There's in a union, it says. There's the snake. There's a narcissist out here around your energy. I don't think so. Nah, don't think so, fool. There's a snakes. It was all in the fire connections. So that narcissist, or maybe it was the Leo connection that it came out, or the snake card, whatever it was. Yesterday when I was reading for fire, snakes were everywhere. Like pictures of snakes out of decks were there. And God brought scripture earlier, the same energy was there about getting bit by a snake because somebody was trying to dig a pit for them, for somebody else. They're jealous of something. Now they got bad karma. This narcissist don't think so. God's going to beat them up. You're going to get beat up. I really don't know who you people think you are, but you're not all that in a bag of chips, that's for sure. Show me Sagittarius. Scramble their egg, Jehovah. This cockatrice egg out here. Dumb. So the star. Well, somebody thinks they're a big shot out here. They're just acting, and they had been acting in this love situation. This is a seducer. Somebody's just actor, okay? There's the King of Pentacles. That established business was upside down in the Scorpio reading. If this person's upright, then and you are established and you do business that's correct, and you don't act, you are healing, and you're able to go slow and do something, something's guided for you, okay? Whether it's an earth sign for you or not, or you are the cross watcher, or it's a Sagittarius, or whoever's who, something's guided regardless if there's a toxic narcissistic energy around. Whoever the snake is, they got bad karma coming to them. If this King of Pentacles is in the reverse, he's a user, and he's just acting, and he's the narcissist to do something. And he uses somebody, but he don't give them what they're really worth, or he takes from them, or he's greedy, or something like that's out here. The letter P is out here, and there's the King of Swords. So there's two kings out here, where somebody's investigated, or somebody got bad karma coming somewhere, or this your friend, or your business partner, or there is somebody professional that is out here. Show me more information. I'm also seeing a wolf and a deer. Oh dear. And I'm seeing a falcon out here. The letter Q and the letter P. P and the Q, puke. If that's the case, then we got same-sex male nasty puke out here. If they're talented, picking up on people's talent out here, then somebody in probably sports is coming through. There's a professional sports player out here, and there's same sex around something going on the matter. It's gross. Somebody's ex is also around something that's guided, and they are a narcissistic, toxic piece of nutcase. Showing that way as well. Show me Sagittarius, please. A little player is out here. We got people cards coming out. You got people around you. Okay? Or you're the people around Sagittarian energy. There's a devil out here. Somebody is a crazy fallen piece of nutcase. They ain't even a star. Whoever is a star, somebody else is an imposter somewhere around something. This is a murderer. This is using. This house goes, I use. Woe unto him that builds his house by unrighteousness, and his chamber by wrong, and that uses his neighbor's services without wages, and gives him not for his work. You're an idiot. You're crazy. You're a narcissistic piece of bullcrap in the earth realm, and God's going to let this devil meet you the same way because you're a brute beast to him. That's a fact. Somebody's playing in and out, in and out, in and out on somebody. No, I don't think so. There's another king out here. You got three kings out here. Okay, and the devil, somebody is backstabbing underneath that devil. Okay. Okay, well, Sagittarian energy, you got somebody that's going to get some bad karma on some nonsense going on, playing somebody out here around money. And this could be a murder out here as well with that Ten of Swords. There's unity in the hidden space for something to go down, or these people are using you and they're all in unity to do it, and we're going to just keep all their stuff and make them do whatever. And I don't think so. I really don't think so. You're filth. So traveling is in the hidden space. There's unity where somebody's an imposter on somebody's identification to travel out here. Okay. Also, there's clarity with this. Somebody knows something on this contract. Okay. Or whatever this is. With this money. It's bad karma coming. Somebody's going to get tied behind their back and going to feel something really nasty that they've done to somebody else. You're going to feel it just as hard. Something's over here. Show me Sagittarius. The letter A is out here again. P-A. As somebody could be from Pennsylvania, but that's also a word for snorting out the nostrils. Yeah, well, anyway, you done ticked God off today because he's already brought some real big judgment cards out here. You're fixing to burn by God. Burning of the skin and charred energy also came out in somebody else's reading. Somebody's got split personalities. They're a freaking mental case and a half. And I guess you are. Government intelligence is around, and there's going to be justice for something that's taking place in an investigation. These people are being investigated, I guess so. Okay? Around some love situations going on, I guess. Anyway, a teacher's coming out involved in this matter. And the explosive or nuclear bomb energy has really showed itself today. Sagittarius connections, whether you are the upright party or not for any given person, you're getting justice on something. Somebody's learned some information, something's being exposed out here, bad karma's coming on somebody. It says, he that covers his sin, I don't want to tell anybody. And that's exactly what come out on the general, somebody cloaking themselves. Because they did something in a lustful way, and all that lust stuff started out these readings. But God says if you cover your sin, you're not going to advance to be profitable for nothing. Your whole establishment has a bad karmic nonsense that's going to bring a bad judgment to you because you're snakish out here playing people and thinking I'll just use you and I'll control you and I'll take everything for myself and not give you nothing. No, God says you're not going to advance. He's going to uproot somebody. It's over here. That's crazy. There's going to be justice for this matter. But somebody's a net case, mental case out here, and somebody else has clarity of what's going on the backstabbing situation. And so those of you who have clarity and you're upright and you are established, you're going to take care of something. Thank you. May God be with you. He that covers his sin shall not advance to be profitable, but whosoever confesses and forsakes them shall have mercy. So there's a chance out here for somebody to have some mercy. I don't know, whoever the retard is out here playing games. They played mind games and people games. God says it is over. Okay, something to do with the nursing home. That doctor was showing there, so whatever that's about. Somebody's playing around somebody at a nursing home. An older person was in somebody else's hidden space. If they're being taken advantage of for money's sake or something's going on in a nursing home connection, then that is out here. There's a rescue team on its way. Thank you, Most High. There's going to be justice for some things that are taking place with me and other people. Somebody's trying to kidnap somebody. They are. And somebody is married out here attached to something that is going on in this reading with you all that you need to know about. Bottom line for this connection, you're getting some type of justice. There's been an investigation around some nutcase individual using you. Those have been used and being narcissistic and toxic. God's going to eat their lunch. It was around some type of a contract for them to do something. As a third party, wearing a mask. That's up underneath that desk. Not today. Not ever with God's people. There's fraud around these people. Of course. It all belongs to us. And you're going to give it up. I'll be at your funeral to spit on your grave, by the way. A woman should never have to say this, but just let me say it. For all the nasty, crazy nonsense that you have showed up in a person's life to be malicious out of your jealousy, May God give me the strength to hack up the biggest filthy loogie for the lucre, filthy, dirty stuff that you stole, and spit it right up on your grave because you're cursing. It's fraudulent out here around some scraps going on. Somebody's child is out here to be kidnapped, and I've been prophesying through the Spirit of the living God here for the last, week and a half, 2 weeks now. Okay? And so if you ain't taking the advice and your kid ends up missing, that was on you by not protecting where you should have protected. Because God said snake was going to come out and bite somebody if they broke a hedge somewhere. There's a devil out here and there's a snake out here. You deal with a bad, toxic, narcissistic energy out here. Really bad. They don't care what they do. But God cares about you. Those of you are his kids, God's going to do something for you and I. This is going to unfold. This is for us to trust. The letter F might be prevalent. They are strategizing. A death matter is out here. There's a murderer out here with the devil. The DH together or the TH together. Again, that is the phonics of death. This is a little enchantment. Really? You think that's cute? You think that temptation looks good? Do you? It comes with all this toxic nonsense and bad karma. You're going to end up getting burned at the end of something that's going on here. Because somebody's just wearing a flippin' mask. Trying to do some crazy, cray stuff. You go ahead and put your little enchantment. There is no enchantment or divination or witchcraft or anything against Jacob. And I know who I am in the earth. Just as much as my brothers and sisters do. Jehovah is my shield, my buckler. Whom shall I fear? I don't fear you. You're going to hell. But somebody's already a lost cause out here. The DH and the TH together could be prevalent that way. The letter K is out here. The F and the A, F-A-K, fake. Somebody is flipping fake somewhere. They're a kook. Somebody is. It says right here they got mental problems. Y'all better watch your kids because you are being warned. For some of you all, there's a government intelligence that's involved in this. They're dirty. And somebody else in a high place has to bend somebody. Okay? We're weeding out the weeds and the wheat. Everybody grew together. And God's got the sickle and he's separating people. And how we know is by our fruit. By what we do. We got people want to show up and smile in your face and make you think that I really like you. And behind the scenes, they're using you. And they've got your things, my things that don't belong to them. And God's going to get the last smash down, even on people's businesses for touching his children in the earth. You don't get to show up like this and think you're victorious. You're a fool. Jehovah rebuke you, Satan. I'm here to crack your egg all over the place. God called you a retard. You most certainly are a retard. There's a rescue coming, Sagittarius connections or the crosswatcher, whoever you are, for all upright people. All right, Capricorn connections, welcome in. Welcome back. Those of you who are upright, I bless you. Let's get started here and see what's going on with you all. Thank you. Let me light a incense real quick. So if you're live with me right now, go grab you something to drink, run to the restroom, whatever. I'm going to clear the space out here. Jehovah, I just thank you for who you are. Let a fire go before you and burn up every enemy that is trying to wreak havoc in your earth. This is your earth. It don't belong to no one but you, Jehovah, and the fullness thereof, they and they that dwell therein. We belong to Jehovah. He's the governor of the nations. He gets the last say. He's sovereign. He gave the earth over to man, but he's also still sovereign and he still owns it. And he'll only let things go so far and some cray-cray stuff. Thank you, Yehovah, for your eternal protection. Thank you, Yehovah. Show me Capricorn connections, Yehovah. If you're dealing with Sagittarius, y'all showed up really big there. If you're dealing with something devilish with that connection. Show me Capricorn energy. I feel like there's this pause here. Or somebody needs to pause for a minute and just gather their self together. Show me more information. I won't take all of these, but I will take the bottom one. And I'll take this one that came out over here. You've got an oriental connection to something that is going on, whether they're upright or crazy. Okay? And something crazy just came out with this, so hold on a minute. Brace yourself if you're new. God won't mess around with this energy on this platform. He will back up what he has to say. It says, thou shalt not lie down with the same sex. It is an abomination, neither shall you lie down with any beast sexually. To defile thyself, neither stand before a beast to lie down unto it. It is confusion and perversion, saith Jehovah. Defile ye not in any of these things, for the nations are defiled, and cast out the land shall vomit out its inhabitants. And so somebody at Oriental's done that, or something. Whatever the connection is with this. Okay, we'll just let God speak. I know he speaks. Anyway, immigration stuff is here with that type of talk. God's going to cast somebody out that's nasty in a place. There's the narcissist. Okay, well, somebody's crazy out here. That narcissist wants to be seen. Somebody's just stupid out here. They nuts. They're gross. They're an animal to God. They're perverted. Perversion energy, I think, came out in the Virgo connection, I think it was. And so there's the widow. We had the widower. Okay? And the lover is here. Somebody, this is defilement. This is somebody's having an affair with somebody with same sex, or somebody is needing to know the information that you're hooked up with somebody who's done something really nasty with an animal. And it's safe for you to love, but that person's a kook and a half and nuts, done something sexual and abominable. You need to know that information out here. Somebody is a narcissist. Somebody is crazy. Why don't all you people just go and take you a piece of land and call all the homosexuals and all the beastie people over there, build you a great big wall around you, and y'all just do whatever the crazy crap you want to do that you're doing in society against upright people, and do it towards one another, and let the wrath of God come down upon you and just get you out. That's how I feel about it. God don't change. And if he would have said it the other way, I would be on his side and would be rooting for whatever he said. But this is what God said. He said it in the front and the back of the book. And those of you who don't care about the book, doesn't negate what God's truth is in it. It will perform, and it's going to be right in front of your face when it performs the damnation that comes with that stuff. You've been programmed to think that that stuff's okay, and it ain't. That's why we got people walking around with no soul anymore. They don't even want to hear it because they can't hear it. Show me Capricorn. A finality. God's fixing to trap somebody is underneath that card. When you are, whoever this narcissist is, whatever you think you are, whatever beastie, nasty, filthy, abominable thing you've done, God's fixing to take you into a realm Okay, or somebody's husband that's that way. There's the widow. Whether it's a widow or a widower, it came out. The widower card was in the other one. Where this little affair with animals and people that are same sex and cray cray going on. It's over, and somebody's fixing to get trapped in the other realm and never coming back because they didn't want to give a rip about what God has to say about things. Or your eternal soul will either live or die eternally. God gave you free will to choose that path if that's what you wanted. He tells you that that path is called death. And somebody chose it. I guess you did. Get out. You're rotten. This egg is rotten. Look, this love is dead. It's nothing to God. It's going to transform everything. The death is here. Like I said, somebody fixing to go out into eternity. The finality is here. That's it on somebody that's being discussed. Show me Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. Such a serious energy right here. We deal with this narcissist out here, folks. Or that's you being some kind of kook. They lost something. Now they're just like, here, I'm not going to give up. Here, take it again. Let's go another round because it ain't over until I'm on top and I win. And I'm just not going to let you whatever. And sorry, you're already a defeated foe out here. And to the point where God's going to defeat you in the grave. Whatever the crap you think you are around somebody's connection, it's safe for somebody to love. And some filthmonger wants the same sex as they just ate up with sex as it showed so. It was either the Leo or the Virgo or the Libra reading, whichever one it was. Somebody was ate up with appetite for gotta have sex kind of nonsense. That's what's going on out here. You're a kook and a half. Show me Capricorn energy. They're a player. And somebody playing around somebody's child out here, folks. Same sex to your child. It just said kidnap was there. Okay? And this is a whoremonger energy as well. And we deal with somebody, this little lover card. This ain't your lover. This little kid is not your lover. All you who have children, you really need to keep your eyes open around them. And if they ride a bus, that bus has come out. Obviously, the teacher also came out just a second ago in the Sagittarius reading. The bus began to show, I think, starting in the Leo possibly. I don't remember. It came out two different types of ways. But it's there. Okay? Somebody thinks somebody's a little admirer of something. This is a seducing card in the reverse. And there is a child out here in the lover energy and a narcissist around some bullcrap. And death is out here around it. You're filthy and you need to get out of society. So the strength card, okay, in the reverse, this is a maladministration, but this is having strength. This is you need to separate yourself from somebody that you already know there's conflict going on out here. If a narcissist has to be stroked all the time, the ego card came out in somebody else's. So as long as you're telling them that you're so awesome, you're cool, wow. As long as you're doing that kind of stuff, this person's all for you. I like you because you feed my ego. It's really up here. But they are going to crack. God's going to crack this individual. Okay? If you think somebody's a little lover to you, they're here to snag your child away. I can't even talk. This is about a protection. Births and deaths go back to this. A construction worker could be attached with this because of what the pictograph here is. Ladders, steps of some sort could be connected to somebody's child out here around a conflict that's going on, showing so. But you're dealing with somebody who's in beastie stuff out here that's a defilement to God. He's saying so. Okay? Somebody married, or your spouse could be, I mean, obviously, we got the widow out here, or a black widow is around something. If somebody thinks somebody's a little lover, look, all that money card is out here. It's all for the money. It's all stuffed up all over the place. Somebody's wicked out here. Cut their privy part off, Yehovah, for touching these kids. That's what we should do to these pedophiles. Make them stand there, okay? Make them take some Viagra. Get them on. I'm sorry for being derogatory, but this is what's come through my spirit. And somebody needs to have their privy part there and take a knife or an axe and chop it the crap off. They want it so bad. Just, you can't control yourself. I'll get you to control yourself. We'll just cut the dang thing completely off of you. Full, foul piece of demonized, gross something. You don't have nothing up here for a title except disgust. God just said your mind was twisted with mental problems. That is a mental problem out here. What's in the hidden space? Somebody's saying yes to a confusion. Okay. There's danger out here. Okay? Came out in that card came out in the reverse. There's danger out here. God's already made his decision. He's cutting somebody. He's gonna vomit somebody right out into eternity. They're gonna be trapped there. They're going to be trapped. Okay? This confusion goes to same-sex stuff. It says it is a confusion and a defilement. It's abomination and perversion is what he says. So somebody did something with a horse or a dog. Those are the two animals that has come out thus far since I've been reading. Okay? Or somebody's friend did something. If somebody's saying yes to something and somebody's playing a game with this narcissist out here, there's death around something. Somebody's trying to trap somebody out here. It's dangerous. Somebody's already made their decision, but so has God. Is what it's showing out here. Y'all got a pedophile around, or you're the stupid pedophile. And may your privy part. There it is right there. The dog. And if somebody did something nasty with the dog, they did. It's showing so with that scripture. Or somebody's friend did, or with the friend. Okay, or somebody who has a dog, maybe with children, whatever the connections are with dogs. But it's about loyalty stuff. But in the reverse, and all my cards are upright, in the reverse, it has a meaning of a pervert. And they're in same sex here. It's all here with whoever this Oriental person is. If you're upright Oriental person, then you've got people around you. Whoever's who for any given person. Show me Capricorn. Knock them in their mouth, Yehovah. Somebody trying to circle around to renew something only to destroy it. Again, it's a game. And somebody says yes to this. Or somebody said yes to something that somebody confused. And now there's danger around whatever this was in the conversation. Crazy. Anyway, somebody's trying to circle around and do something. So there's a bigamist out here. Somebody's married. They got more than one spouse, and there's that baby again coming out. Or the other spouse has learned something, and somebody's done something with the same sex that way with the spouse connection. That was showing, I think, in the Virgo reading. There were two women and a man there. And somebody's sexuality also come out in another card. Has a meaning of somebody's sexuality. I think it was Aries connection reading. But whatever is going on out here, something very dangerous, and somebody's dealing with a kook. And there's death and a grave around this, and it's physical death. Okay? The rain. Okay? Well, it's going to rain hard. And if you're not in the ark, you're drowning with God. It's going to rain fire this time around. It's crazy. You're a filthy idiot to me. A yellow connection is out here. That goes to issue. It is an issue on this narcissist. It is, because they think that they're everything in the earth realm. Pay attention to their actions, folks. Somebody's coming back to try to renew something because of a baby situation, or because somebody's got another spouse, or because somebody knows that somebody laid down with the same sex or an animal, or some stupid thing out here is like that. Somebody's trying to come back to renew something because they got something that they got to hide. They need a connection somewhere, but it's only to destroy something. But God's going to destroy the person who's trying to do the crap. Avoiding conversations because they're guilty for some stuff out here. A drama queen is out here. They're narcissists. They'll never talk to you. Most High says that there is a positive force at work, so just relax. He started saying so yesterday. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to trap those who are trying to trap somebody else, folks. God's genius. God knows everything. He sees every nasty thing that's taking place in somebody's secret world. And he's going to take care of them. He's going to cut them out. So we have fraud, and a child rune did come out. They are here. And it's all for this money that's showing here. So if you think your lover loves you, they love your money. As long as you can stroke this for them, they love it. They love it. The letter F came out with the letter T. Okay? Something or someone fat is out here, or something about somebody's teeth or feet is out here. This is the truth and clarity about. So somebody does know something, because that clarity just came out. And they're going to be defeated. It shows a defeat on something out here. Don't care if they said yes to something or not. God says there's something positive out here at work, and I'm going to take care of somebody. And this narcissist is fixing to be cracked all over the place for people to see. So anyway, the letter T is out here, whether that's a positive or negative person for you, or person, place, or a thing, first, middle, or last name, or the F. But something is fraudulent going on out here. My music came out, and the music industry, I'm sorry, you don't get nothing that belongs to me. Okay? All right. It's the in-laws out here, again, involved in some crap, then so be it. But they're fraudulent. And your child, or they want money for a child, for some of you to kidnap it. This is going to unfold, and we're going to get some type of justice, because God said so. Just relax. He's going to cut somebody's privy part off. On the male side of things, I don't know. Those letters came out. The CH together came out. The J is also in this reading. There's 2 J's out here that's showing itself to me. Give me just a second. Keep your eyes open, folks. Somebody's little renewal really isn't a renewal. So if somebody's got clarity about who this person is, and they're fixing to get trapped and what they're doing. Real hard. They're sick in their mind, and they need to be out of society. They're dangerous. They're a part of the Masons. Look, if you're brand spanking new, I'm sorry that those of you who have had to hear me say this, I will not stop saying it until we get into eternity. But those of you who are messing around with the organization of the Masons, you need to stop. Okay? You are consenting by your ignorance if you don't know. They do bestiality. They have a whole statue that they had of a man screwing an animal. And you say okay to that organization, you are just automatically saying okay, even in your ignorance. God says your ignorance will actually destroy you for the lack of the knowledge of it. Okay? Now you're being told, because you will hit a point with that organization, because they play both sides. If you do certain things, and they send you down a different way with their organization. You do something on this side, then they got another plan for you. Okay? And they play them with people. And you are going to be put in positions with that kind of nonsense that just came out on that scripture with bestiality, and your soul's going to leave you, and you will be trapped for all eternity with God Almighty. Now you've been warned, so have fun with your puppy. If that's nasty, but if that's what you choose, and I guess you were just born into the earth to be a demon itself. I guess you're a giant race, is what you are. You've been warned. All right, we're going to Aquarius. Welcome in, guys. Those of you are upright or the cross watcher. What does Aquarian energy need to know? What does Aquarius need to know, Yehovah? What's your word that needs to come out for them? You got 3. I guess I'm taking them. Let me get my glasses on. Let's see what they say. Somebody needs to call out upon Yehovah Paulette because you're in danger. Okay? This is a name of God that you can call out upon. It represents to be a deliverer. Yehovah only can deliver you. To escape or to carry away safe or to slip out. Now somebody's trying to kidnap somebody. And somebody needs to call out upon Yehovah Paulette because there's children involved. Also, there's a rescue team on its way for some people, and God says to call out upon him. He's going to let you just slip out of something because some people think that they got somebody all, you ain't going nowhere because I've done something towards you and I've coveted after something I've taken from you, and either you're going to die or no one's going to get to you type of energy is what I've been dealing with. But they can't kill me. If they could have killed me, they would have done it by now. They need me to produce for them on my platform. Sorry. I'm going to spit on your grave is what I'm going to do, filth bag. It says that there's some type of a restraining order or a violation of one. So some of you all who's dealing with somebody you know is a cray-cray out here. They fixing to violate a restraining order. I guess you're going to have to get authorities up in here to get you to a safe place to be delivered from some kook that we keep getting out here. They're an animal. They're a beast. Okay? Somebody's name could be Tim or Timothy, whether you're upright or not, or you're the whoremonger, nasty filth bag. It says, all scripture that is given by inspiration by Yehovah is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for rebuke, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of Yehovah be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. Okay? So, hopefully, you are speaking the word of God because it is a way of escape for us. Let's get started. There's PayPal connections at the bottom. And some of y'all might have some type of connections. Somebody's communicating through PayPal on something where money is concerned, paying somebody off as well. If that's just showing somebody spiritual is out here, God has warned those people to not touch his children. Okay? And they don't like when you and I have the inspiration of the Holy Spirit to bring doctrine and reproof and rebuking about things that are nasty, like kidnapping and child trafficking and sleeping with animals and same-sex crap. They think I'm gonna kill you for saying that. They're nuts. We deal with people that are nuts in the world. They don't want to be encouraged by God's word because God said that they would hate the truth. But I love it. He tells us to buy it and not sell it for nothing. Show me Aquarius. But somebody's dangerous out here in your connection, or I'm talking to the dangerous freak. You need to go to the zoo and be some sideshow something, folks. That's what you want, so flipping bad in the earth to be crazy. Show me Aquarius. Shattered. And there's tension out here. All right, the apology card is right there. Well, somebody has had that card come out today that says that they're trying to come back to renew something so that they can destroy you. Yesterday, I had a deck of cards that I was reading from, and the Five of Cups shows that somebody took those 2 cups that were left in that card for a forgiveness, but they just took their cup, poured it right out in front of somebody, because you deal with somebody stupid out here. You deal with somebody that's stuck on some type of cray-cray. They're shattered. They're a failure, the card says. They don't know how to walk in faith at all. or to find some type of peace through their stressful stuff. They won't do it, can't do it. They already turned into a beast, I guess, or they just so prideful in their ego and they can't say they're sorry and be genuine. For some of you all, I don't know, but somebody's got somebody very toxic out here today for having to have a safety and some type of a restraining order. They don't know no boundaries. I'm really feeling some energy, so I apologize because I'm really having a hard time speaking. Show me Aquarius. So they're a swindler and they're here to thieve, or they're stressed out because they're caught now or something like that, or they're going to be stressed out. There's tension around something that somebody's taken out here, or they think they're coming back around and they're dangerous to take something from you, and you need to call the police, I guess. There's a restraining order out here. So it's something's frozen in time, I guess, in somebody's mind. Okay, well, whatever. There is timing to things and things being alterated and stuff. They're thieving on the towers. Like I said, somebody's account might be being frozen. Okay. Anyway, this says somebody also hasn't been speaking for a long time, not taking no action, but this says, I guess they're getting up now. I guess. Keep showing so. They're ate up with something. Your child is here, folks. If somebody's trying to steal a child, that's right there, and somebody thinks that somebody's real sweet, a sweetheart, and they're not. It just showed so in the Capricorn reading. They're not. They're kook. There's a lighter skinned lady. If that's the Oriental, they're also lighter skinned because they came out just a second ago in the Capricorn reading. Okay, they're involved in something. Whether you're upright or not, or the kook or not, somebody's not somewhere. Whatever ethnicity, somebody just in general of light skin is here. Okay, and the key and stuff like that. You're going to get off of people's technology, you freaking foul whoremonger. Sorry, folks that are new, but I know who I'm talking to here. I had some faggot that wouldn't leave me alone, and they are Oriental nonsense. They did do something on PayPal, talking to me on all some type of a homosexual way, and I was like, and I tried to be kind and try to minister, and it didn't work. Okay? The fool is crazy, and I want them in jail. There's a group of these creeps out here involved in nonsense. The home and a marriage situation. That somebody's a liar in it. Somebody got a con artist around it. They're plotting to do something out here, or they've been plotting for a long time now because they haven't been talking for a while. They're doing it now. They're nothing but a lying sack of crap, thieving. They do want to go somewhere. It showed so in the other reading. And there is something real crazy with this individual and whatever the crap they think they are. There is the sweet little, hey, tell you anything that you want to hear in the reverse of its energy. It's also a police card. And there's a restraining order right here on somebody. And somebody can get rebuked. Okay? They're all pierced in their heart and some stupid thing, emotional. These all flipped out. So secrets maybe at the nighttime, or something with your mother's connected to some crap, and something with money, and they want a handout. And somebody getting into unity is what's showing out here for Aquarian connections. There's that stupid wolf preacher. Nonsense, piece of nutcase, or the stupid preacher's wife that's crazy in their mind somewhere. They got secrets out here. There's looting. The word for looting is out here. Anyway, it's not yours, fool. Come to my face. You want to do everything behind the scenes to people collectively, these people. A property owner is out here. Okay, well, property is we got Jezebel out here around something. Your property is right here. Your home is right here. And they're coming to your home. You better, if you already have a restraining order, you better start watching things now. Something with a dirt road connection is out here on property, I guess. There's the preacher right there. It's right here. And look, they're a manipulator, because that preacher stuff was real strong. I think it was a Virgo reading. The cross card came out, and then the Hierophant came out. The preacher stuff was there. Okay? And the talent was all around it. It's somebody's a manipulator on their stage. Okay? They're abominable, or this freaky lover of theirs, or wife crazy whoremonger same sex thing going on in that church. Or the minister is really same sex with their spouse, and one of them dresses up. That's come out on the platform before too. But you got some dirty something going on out here. That's a swindler on their stage. Or somebody's, if you're upright and somebody's been in your organization and you do keep the commandments of God, somebody in the mix out here is swindling something around your business. But there is a preacher out here. Okay? The children. Somebody can work for the nursery in this church. We have kidnapping that keeps coming out, folks. Something round or going somewhere. That's your wheels of your tire. Children, and the word skip is out here. Okay? And there's the government intelligence. And boy, you better be upright. Because if you're dirty in this matter, because we do have the police officer card that came out. That's a police officer card. And we've got it here. And so you got police officers connected with preacher energy. Somebody's a manipulator somewhere, a swindler. They're shattered. There's something for a long time where there's not been some type of communication, is what the card says. But now they're coming back and they're going to break something. Their restraining order. And God's saying to call out upon his name, Yehovah Paulette. He said, I'm going to let you slip out of something. I'm on your side, not this freak. Not this animalistic piece of nutcase. They're here to steal something. Again, this is thievery. And this combination is, I'm gonna spoil you. I'm gonna attack you and take your stuff. And God just said that energy was just in the Sagittarius reading. Somebody likes to use somebody, and you're gonna do anything I tell you to do. I'm not gonna give you anything that I'm commanding you to go do, but you're gonna do the work, and I'm not gonna pay you, but you're gonna do the work type of the stuff. Some stupid idiot like that's out here. You're fixing to get your teeth knocked out. Actually, what's gonna take place with you? Where'd that card come from? Was that inside this card? Anyway, I guess my hands hit that. I think it was already out here. This somebody wants to loot on somebody and put them out. There's going to be a knockdown drag out. Something like that takes place with somebody that's upright out here is being taken advantage of. Something real quick can go down on you. You ain't that cute. This is enlightenment. Somebody knows something in the hidden space. And there is a change out here that's going to take place. Okay, well, I guess there's a change going to take place. The tower is out here. Okay? So somebody's observing something that's going on out here. They're enlightened with something. They're watching something. Okay? Because there is a rescue team that's going to come out here. God's saying so. Plagues are on their way to whoever this crazy party is on some stuff. Jealous nutcase freak. Show me more information. We have a commandment keeper is out here. Thank you to all my brothers and sisters who keep the commandments of God. Okay, it's out here. We also have teenagers that are involved in something that's going on, folks. Again, there's kidnapping stuff out here. Okay, it's not good. A Capricorn is coming out. We also have the light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when your eye is clear, your whole body is full of light. But when your eye is perverted, your body is full of darkness. And how great is that darkness in somebody? It's really bad out here, okay? You need to look in people's eyes, folks, because it's the window of our soul. Somebody wicked out here. We have somebody with a mask, or somebody could literally be putting on a mask to do something crazy out here. A contractor is involved in something with this. Okay? So the builder kept coming out yesterday and showing itself. We have that rune that comes out with the construction worker or worker, there's some type of a contractor around this matter. And they're just energetically wearing masks around you, or somebody is wearing a mask to do something crazy out here on a restraining order. Somebody needs to contact their family right now because something's trying to go down for somebody, folks. This craziness. Show me Aquarius. There's a hidden relationship around you all. Somebody's had a baby out here, or that baby just keeps coming out on some nonsense going on. And this is the construction worker or worker rune, folks. Those of you who have got people in your home, or you are a construction worker or worker, whether you upright or not, y'all are involved in things. It don't look good if you're not in the upright. You're gonna go to jail for something. This is all this money and luxury. It don't belong to the thief. The swindler thief card is out here. It don't belong to the thief. It's to plunder somebody. You're fixing to get your teeth knocked out and your privy part cut off and everything else. Fool. And we will be saying hallelujah to that. Anyway, there's secret things going on around people that's in relationships. The two X's or X involvement is out here, or the NG together. And they interested too in something. They're interested in your things that don't belong to them. Okay? This is also a marriage arranged for mutual interest, and the third party is absolutely shattered because they're not wanted, because they act like this. They're nuts somewhere. Okay, there's danger out here, but God says He's going to deliver you. All those letters, Jang, JNG, the Oriental energy just showed itself. If somebody's name is Jang, that's kind of Oriental type of something. Anyway, it's just bringing a confirmation and something with that energy that's out here. It's a feminine energy, or somebody dresses up like a feminine. However, it's going down and all this bull crap that we're looking at. Those letters came out. The H, the A, the Z, the T is out here. And that's what come out. All right. Let me get this picked up. We'll go to the last house for today. I just picked up the cards, and this is the house that we're fixing to do. Pisces. I love you, Jehovah. We're right on target. Thank you, Jehovah. This is just when He does things that way to me. People need to pay attention on this platform, because Jehovah does speak, and He's not messing around. Okay? And for Him to show up real tangible like that, like He always does, He's here with us, folks. And we need to be led forth in peace, because an emergency is around some people. God says, I'm going to get the last say, not some fool, not some preacher, not some boss. Not your parent that is you're already of age to make your own decisions. God's gonna supernatural step in and make a decision on everybody's stuff that's going on, because He already said so. I want God's decision. I don't want man-made decisions, because it's by Scripture alone that's inspired by God that He says is profitable for us to get some sound mind of doctrine, and learning how to take a rebuke and give one, which is hard. Okay? And being inspirational and living and not dying. It's important. It's important that we take God's direction, folks, in a matter. Those of you who are on my platform, I'm talking to leadership that watches me, and you know who that Oriental homosexual is that I have addressed even live on this. I think they're connected with that, because I when that started coming out, things started coming up to my spirit. I think they're connected to gambling somewhere. Because I want to say they wrote in a letter on my PayPal something about working for a casino. Okay? I want to say California is something that they said as well. I want this person picked up. I want my day in court. They have done something to my God-given rights as a citizen to start a platform for me, not them. They're connected to all this crap that's going on with me somehow. I want them charged. I want them off my platform, whoever the crap they are. I'm sick and tired of dealing with this person. They're going to die. If they ain't already spiritually dead, they're going to die if they don't stop leaving me alone. Crazy kook. All right, let's see what's going on with Pisces. Welcome in, guys, or the cross watcher. Check Miss Duckworth's PayPal account, please. I don't know, something about that, possibly. Give me just a second. I'm lighting the incense. I just showed the mask in one of those other readings, so we all know that I have proof of Miss Duckworth on my Instagram. Act like they were me on an account, right out of Congress itself. Those people are doing things with our platforms. Had enough of it. Show me, that person does not need to be voted for. I'm telling you. They're a con artist. Show me Pisces. Well, what do they need to know? The mayor is involved in it as well. Got people at the top that are being exposed. Keeping the Shabbat holy. It is our sign between us and Yehovah. Thank you, Yehovah. Okay? Because there's spiritual death if you don't. There is spiritual death on it if you don't. Thank you, Yehovah. Teach us, Yehovah. Teach the people your way. There's a government intelligence. It is here. It keeps wanting to flip out every time I touch that deck. Show me Pisces. What do they need to know, Yehovah? We have a connection and a hideaway, or somebody's trying to connect by going somewhere. That also came out kind of that same way on somebody else's. And to nurture somebody, but somebody's two-faced in it. Yes, somebody's going to kill you if you go onto this. Somebody is really trying to allure somebody for, I'm sorry, but it's only to destroy you in it. Okay, this person's very dangerous. You don't need to be going somewhere with this person. They are not nurturing. If this has something to do with, hey, I want to take you, if your ex is involved with your kids, and this is that kidnap stuff that's around this connection, and somebody says, no, I just want to spend some time with them or something like that, you better make sure your ex, if you've got bad rivalry with your ex, that where somebody's saying that they're going to take your kid, I don't know how you need to pray. Somebody's a liar out here in this connection. They're two-faced. Okay? They go to church and they don't keep God's day holy. This is somebody out of that church. Or you're somebody out of the church. It is. They're right here. They're from France, or there's also France connections out here. Look, folks, those of you who follow me and know why I call that. Every time I see that preacher in that church, those flowers that the faggot kept trying to send me over and over and over, all that crap, the person's here. Somebody wicked is out here. They give you flowers just in general energies. Somebody's two-faced out here. They really, this is somebody is also in an affair, in a connection that is saying that they're your friend, and they're not. There's two-faced stuff going on. Show me Pisces. There's the wife. Okay, somebody married out here. Okay, this is somebody stepping out and doing something. There's a baby attached to this thing. Okay? Somebody's wife is two-faced. Somebody wants to come and say, I'm sorry, here, smell these roses, baby doll. Let's go somewhere that's hideaway. I want to nurture you. And it's a big, fat, flipping lie. You're going to be murdered in this if you go. Because the grave has really showed up. Okay. It's a bad sex thing that's going to go down a real horrific type of a way. Uncontrollable sex desires, hungry for it. This is dangerous. This is an animal that you're dealing with because God just said so. They don't have the mark and the sign between them and God. This is somebody out of this church. I guess the preacher's wife's crazy. Ate up with some same-sex nonsense out here. They got the mark of the beast upon them. Because it just said so. That somebody lays down with same-sex and animals. That's why they got this uncontrollable hunger for sex desires on them. They crazy now. They've crossed the line. They're abominable to God. And somebody's got... You get pregnant with this person in the sex matter that you think is a connection for nurturing purposes because you need whatever to heal something. Your child's going to be coming out the womb like a giant with this thing. It's a mixed race energy. God said it would be like that in the end time. Anyway, here's the lady. Okay, she showed herself, I think it was Aries or whoever's reading it was. She was with a white gentleman. She's an enemy of something. She's out here, stepping out, doing something. Or she's a male, and really she's not a female. She's really a male. For some people, it really is hitting me. But for some people, it is a female. But if that's you, that card tells you to use your intuition. But somebody is not who you think that they are, and they are not nurturing at all. They're a beast. The letter A appears on that card. A spy. So the government intelligence, or this person's a government intelligence. If they're upright, they're checking something out around some enemy. If you live by the mountains, the mountain card is underneath her. So whether you're upright or not, okay. Though I think it was Aries reading. She did show up with the white gentleman. Okay, or there's interracial things going on with something. But there's a spy out here. Somebody knows something. Or somebody's lying out here on this connection. They are not going to nurture you. They're going to rape the crap out of you. There's the whoremonger right there. Especially with him in the reverse. Somebody married out here. He's a pimp-like type energy because there's sex out here around something. Or he's the pastor. Or he's the he-she pastor. What the crap ever. Show me more information, Yehovah. Speak on Yah. Judge these freakazoids in our earth. They are a part of masonry. Again, this organization, they are whoremongers. They are beastie people with animals. They consent to it. They consent to it. They are the beasts of the earth that the scripture tells about. They don't keep the true Shabbat. They keep Sunday, the sun's day. Okay? They don't keep the true Shabbat. Okay? Resting. Okay? Again, God's saying something out here to show who's who with his people. They crazy in their mind and the devil is in their... They've already lost the candle of their soul is gone somewhere. Okay? This is a cruelty, piece of nutcase energy that somebody is out here that's going to face if you think this person's going to nurture you in this connection. They are not. They are not. Okay? There's secrets either around this mother or just in general. There are secrets and deception out here around some stuff going on. It shows somebody can go to jail. But somebody is a mental case because God just said so. What's in the hidden space, please? Show me Pisces. I feel like this is a man. Every time I look at it. That ain't going to be for everybody, because there is a mother out here stepping out. And there's some baby that comes out of something, or did. But somebody's nothing but a lying sack of crap with that 7 of Swords there to confirm all this nonsense. Somebody's collaborated with a third party out here around something. Show me in the hidden space. A surprise in the reverse. You might not be surprised somebody's doing something, because somebody already has rivalry with somebody. Okay? Because a restraining order was there. So that's for people that a breaking a restraining order was there. So that's somebody who's already tried to do something to you. They're coming back, because you're not going to be surprised of who this is. Like, somebody knows, because it said somebody was enlightened. We do have a little spy. So whoever's enlightened, people are paying attention, then good for you. You need to. Because a child is out here around something as well with the sex crap going on. So if you're a mother and you're upright with any ethnicity with darker skin energy, then that's here for this reading. Could be anybody, but whether you're upright or not with that energy, somebody's not, and you're in danger if you don't pay attention to something. There are no expectations. Now, somebody's got, like, the surprise card is in the reverse. Bad health. This is in the reverse. Somebody probably can't fix something. They got a disease probably. And you can work with this person. It's in the reverse. They're a worker of iniquity. Somebody is, because they're two-faced. They're two-faced out here in some type of a connection. They've done something with money. There's the time card again. By the way, I don't have a TikTok account. Never have. Somebody tries to do TikTok on my content, and I don't have a TikTok account. But that time card also came out in a different deck. And so there's been a long time of silence. I think it was what it was saying in that reading. But here they come again, and something destructive is around somebody. Show me more information. It's freaking kookazoid. They play mind games. Okay, well, there's third party out here around somebody playing mind games out here. Again, let's go on this little connection. I want to nurture you, but they're two-faced. They're here to hurt somebody. 9 of Swords is a cruelty card. God's going to hurt you. A travel. It is here. Don't go with this person. Don't go. Don't let your kid go with somebody. The head of household is involved in something going on. Whether you're upright or not, you need to, the head of household, the ones should be up in here, covered the whole house by the anointing of God and the commandments of God, so that you have a sign between you and God, so that nothing could come into your home to do something crazy around your family. And now you got the stupid Masons out here doing crap, or whoever's is the construction worker that's involved in some nonsense that keeps coming out today. They who you think they are. They could be the spy that's upright for some of you all. For some of y'all, they are involved in kidnapping somebody. Shows it right here. Being sneaky to take this kid. Somebody says, I'm tired of waiting. Look what jumped out. The contractor. It's out here. Somebody's tired of waiting. Let's go. Let's go. I want to nurture you. No, they want to kill you. They want to do something with this kid for others of you. They've got uncontrollable sex desires. Somebody can get raped out here real hard with an animalistic person who plays mind games out here. God said they were a mental case. The door. Okay, well, anyway, they want your key, something like that. They're deliberately suppressing the truth. Whatever. They did something on purpose. I guess they did something on purpose. I guess they did. And God's going to do something on purpose right back to you all. Somebody acting like according to something else, because somebody ain't who you think that they are. They live a double life. They're a backstabber. Okay? They're a cheater, the card says. Show me Pisces. The mob is out here. They're here to kill you. This is not a love situation. Or the love situation got somebody all riled up and they want to kill you because the third party nobody wants because they're crazy. Okay? There's an ending going to take place. Either, obviously, something's exposed about this crazy stuff and somebody will go to prison. It said so in Sagittarius reading that there was justice that was going to be had. There is an investigation around this kook. Okay? A divorce situation. I guess your ex is really crazy, filthy. No evil shall come nigh our dwelling. Archangel Michael stands at the door for the Most High's people. I got the commandments on my door. My house has been prayed over, anointed. The word of God is spoken in this space over and over. Whether I'm on this platform or not, Jehovah's first in my life. And he said, no evil shall come nigh my dwelling. I don't care though a host be encamped around about me and my brothers and sisters in the earth realm. Jehovah gets the last say in our life. And he said he's going to have his indignation against people who are crazy. Now you're going to get up off of people's life and children, or you're fixing to go to hell today. We don't play your filthy games. Nutcase out here, boy. Somebody's friend. Are they your friend? Or somebody's trying to get your friend to go off with them because somebody married out here. There's a wife out here. Whatever. A horse connection to something is also out here. The letter E, the letter W, and the letter M came out. Somebody's name is Emma out here. And Jeff came out. JF. Okay? Anyway, this is I'm interested too. But somebody is interested in just the money or the flat out animalistic, abominable, same-sex, animal sex, malicious, crazy to murder for money's sake out here. They ain't really interested. They're just jealous because they weren't picked to something, whatever the crap it's about. They think they've got a mutual interest. And for a lot of you all, they're interested in the same sex. They nasty. Your child is out here involved in things going on, folks. Talk to them. This is fraudulent things. Also, this person thinks they're going to try to get away with the mob or hitting somebody off for somebody else's things. Playing mind games. No. This is something that's going to be unfolding for all peoples that are involved in this nonsense. Okay? And this tells everybody to trust. So the J and the F and the E and the M and the W. The T is out here. The A came out on that card. I think that's it. You either have this sign between you and God because you keep that day holy and you rest on Jehovah, or you don't. And you're in danger if you don't. And if you can hear me at the sound of my voice right now, and you're getting the fear of God right now, then may he grace you to be protected and you begin your new walk with him today. Otherwise, there's death around matters out here, folks, and we deal with some dangerous people, and there's no salvation outside of Jehovah Elohim. And he says some people need to call out upon Jehovah Palet so that you can just slip out of something. So this idiot can be pierced with their own piercing that they bring in this realm. I send you love and light, folks. Let us pray for one another. Well, we got a real kook out here today. We really do. I'll try to be back later. But until next time, stay in peace. Shalom.